Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Friday Night Football here on Heart of Ohio Sports. We're coming to you live from Frost-Kalnow Stadium for a Week 5 showdown between the Tiffin Columbian Tornadoes and the Huron Tigers. It's senior night here in Tiffin, Ohio, and kickoff is set for 7 o'clock. That gives us about 4 minutes here to kind of break things down for you. And tonight's matchup features two programs eager to prove themselves in very different ways. So let's bring in our pro here. He knows it all, Tommy Hall. How's it going, Tommy?
Oh, Dom, couldn't be more excited. Here we are already at the midpoint of the regular season, and what a wild week it was for the Heart of Ohio sports area last week. Two were blown out of the water, while one had a tough loss that could have eliminated them from league race after 1 week. But a couple of big wins, and things are heating up here literally as the back half of the season gets underway. So you're going to need some quality wins, and that's going to start tonight for the Tornadoes as they get to host a home game finally during this 5-game stretch, and they're going to have to dispatch a tough Huron Tigers team that averages 42 points a game. Yeah, needless to say, you were right. Last week didn't go very well for the Tornadoes as Bishop Watterson beat them 81-7 in a very tough loss, kind of the worst loss there in the past decade. Of course, Logan Gooding still managed to go 10-15 with 75 and a touchdown. Johnny Bremeyer hauling in 6 of those passes for 59 yards. But Coach Judd Lutz said this in the pregame. It comes down to running the football. They need to run the football a little bit better, Tommy. Yeah, the 53 points the Tornadoes gave up in the first half is almost as many as they surrendered in the first 3 games. So, again, that running game, only negative 24 yards on the ground last week. You got to clean that up to be able to give yourself a balanced attack, give yourself a more polished look. As Columbian, they won the coin toss. They elected to defer to the second half as we get things just about underway. Let's go ahead and thank our sponsors, Dom. Absolutely. We've got so many that we want to thank here at Heart of Ohio Sports, starting with XCARET Mexican Restaurant, our pregame show hosts here, Hope and Fostoria, your Legacy Federal Credit Union, CLOUSE Construction, NLS Professional Grounds, UIS Insurance and Investments, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, VICEK Orthodontics, Drawn to the Surface, RIEHM Produce Farm, Joe Bailiff, Route 30 Harley-Davidson, YANICH Oral Surgery and Dental Implants, FORTE Music, Ohio Army National Guard, FEASEL'S Frame and Collision, BUCKEYE IT Services, PLASONITE 3D Printing, STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Ink, Advantage Overhead Door, First National Bank of Sycamore, the Edward Jones Offices of Tiffin, Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse, Wendy's, CLOUSE Electric, and then the Tiffin Columbian Gridiron Club, all proud sponsors of Heart of Ohio Sports. Yeah, bringing this one to you live and paywall free thanks to those great community-minded sponsors. But again, the kickoff about underway as the opening kickoff tonight, brought to you by Drawn to the Surface, as the Tornadoes plan to tattoo this ball downfield for the opening return by the Huron Tigers. All right. Band is ready. The crowd is ready. We're ready to go here. And this is going to be an outstanding game. Of course, last season, I got to point out here, last season these two teams met. Huron claimed a 38-20 victory, so Columbian's looking to get a little payback tonight. It's up and away, and here we go. Ball, it's inside the 5 here, and Huron's taking it out. Going to be upended, taken down right at the 10-yard line, and that's where we're going to see this Columbian defense meet up with this high-powered Huron offense. Yeah, high power might be an understatement. We're talking about a legacy quarterback in Landon Holler, who takes over the stead of his older brother, who was a Division V All-Ohio player, a preferred walk-on at Toledo. But young Landon Holler, he's going to come out tonight. He's 81 of 108 passing coming into the night for 1,180 yards and 12 touchdowns. And he has 7 rushing touchdowns. So that means contain becomes all that much more important as we go into the opening stanza here from Frost-Kalnow Stadium. One of those UIS insurance keys to the game there. And you called it, Tommy, as Holder connects with Sass. First down. Hey, puts a little sass on that football as it's right across midfield. Good enough to move the chains and get the Huron Tigers out of the shadow of their own goalpost to start this one, Greg. Tommy, you said he's good, but that looked great right there.
NLS first down there right off the bat.
Man. All right, 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line here for the Tigers as they get a quick first down as they get it up to the 20-yard line here. Holder Rolling to his left, got a little pressure, throws long. He's got his man, connects. There it is, number 9, Staley. First down and a little bit more for the Tigers.
Beautiful throw over the top. Only one defender in his way. As number 28 late getting there. That's Jace Arias. But, yeah, there just wasn't much. Jace had to chase that one down from the backside as that one just floated over.
Yeah, Holder, not a bad start here, Tommy. He had a 10-yard catch. It looks like a roughly 20-yard. I mean, he's just making it look easy.
And you seen the coverage there by the linebacker. You can challenge them with these huge bodies you got at wide out.
Holder takes it himself across midfield, going to be taken down after a short gain. That'll bring up 2nd and long here for the Tigers. Yeah. Holder, 75% passer on the season, and you mentioned those 12 touchdowns. He's just dangerous everywhere, and the 7 rushing touchdowns, that's a lot of scores right there. 2nd and 8 from the 49 here for the Tigers.
Tornado showing blitz.
Keeper, and he's going to lose on it. Great job by the Columbian defense to bottle up number 11, Landon Holder.
And what a nice make-up play by Arias. He shot the gap, able to come in on the blitz. Almost overshot, but he was able to make a stop in the backfield for a huge down and distance situation now. 3rd and 9 for the Tigers from the Tornado midfield.
Inside 10 minutes here, first quarter. Tigers get it first. Pick up a few quick first downs, but Tornadoes got him on the edge here. 3rd and 9. Holder throws to his right, overthrows his intended receiver, but we got our first flag of the night. And this is something that Tornadoes has struggled with a little bit this season. Some of these penalties, got to clean that up.
Well, when you get in these man coverage situations, you bring in the house, you got to dial up that pressure to make the uneasy throw for the quarterback. Quarterback's just trying to find his guy on the sideline, overthrew it, but again, the extracurriculars around the sidelines going to move the chains for the Tigers and now put the Tornadoes defense in a precarious position.
And that's a huge first down penalty on the Tornadoes, and those are the kind of mistakes that you got to limit if you want to stay close with a high-powered offense like this.
Absolutely. You had 3rd and 9 on your opponent at midfield. Perfect chance for Huron to flip the field in that situation, but now you're approaching 4-down territory as
quarterback keeper as Holder gets a yard maybe, and then he's drugged down to the ground.
Luke Kirshner in there on the tackle.
So I was doing a little research, and this Tigers offense, they have never scored less than 32 points so far this season, Tommy.
Yeah, that's
craziness.
Top of the pregame, we're talking about a team that averages 42 points a game. So the 35 points, that seems right up there.
That's the lowest they've had this season. That's kind of crazy to think about. Holder from the shotgun, rolling to his left. He's going to hold it. 30, 25, first down and more. Yeah, first down, Holder, as he's right around that 20-yard line. And Tigers, they're moving, Tommy. They're moving.
Yeah, the Holder roller out to the flat, finds the edge, and is able to turn it up for some huge yards as they approach. Tigers approach now into the RIEHM Farms red zone here.
So Holder picks up a few quick first downs with his arm, and then you see it right here on the screen. It's the legs you got to watch out for as well. Dangerous from both sides. 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line here. Tigers are knocking, trying to get the first points of the evening.
Beautiful second look, thanks to CLOUSE Construction on that replay. But talk about beautiful looks. This stadium here tonight, the atmosphere, it is palpable here on senior night. We want to get down and thank Eric for being on the sideline and get his perspective. Eric, how's the weather down there?
It is absolutely beautiful. I was up in the press box with you guys earlier, and it was a little warm up there. Down here, got that cool breeze. It is beautiful down here.
Holder, quarterback keeper, taken down at the 15-yard line. And that'll bring up 2nd down after we had a penalty that cost Columbian another 5 yards, their second penalty on the drive here.
Well, you know, guys, we're talking about being in the RIEHM's red zone for the first time here tonight. exciting times tomorrow. It's the Reams Barnyard Fun starts tomorrow, guys.
Good call.
30 activities to take part in. It looks like a great time. We put out a video earlier today with just a tiny sneak peek of all the things you can do out there.
All right, 2nd and 6 from the 15-yard line. And it's going to be a quarterback keeper again as Holler hit hard inside the 15. Maybe a yard on this one, so that'll bring up 3rd down for Huron.
Another 3rd and manageable situation for the Tigers, but this balanced attack, it humbles the defense to where, again, they could go with anything here on the 3rd down situation. So in my estimation here in the short field, I mean, you got to be able to stretch the field, but also you got to be able to dial up the pressure. So I'm going to bring some heat on this one and try to get Holler out of his rhythm.
3rd and 5. Holler passes, got his man. Is he going to be in, though? I think he might be just short. Yeah, he's just short. A Sass again with a huge 1st down pickup. 3rd and goal for the Tigers.
Yeah, little to no resistance there as the defense. Holler having the time to sit in the backfield, sit in the pocket, and be able to read through his progression and find the open man. That's just slice and dice there, Dom.
Absolutely. He's number 12, Austin Sass, picked up 2 huge catches here on this drive, and Tigers look to cash in after the latest one. 7:20, 1st and goal from the 1-yard line, and the Tigers trying to pound it in. I think they got him. I think they're just short here. No signal down on the field just yet, and I think they were able to stop him inches shy of the goal line. Check this out.
You try to run between the guards or try to split the A gap, you're going to run into Nevin Newman and Luke Kirshner, and that exactly isn't the gap you want to attack.
Those 2 boys are game wreckers down there. 6 foot, 6'3" between the 2 of them.
Yeah, you'll see Huron bounce it out here.
Holler, quarterback keeper. Back. He's in. Touchdown Huron as Holler, quarterback keeper, gets his 8th touchdown of the season, rushing it, and the Tigers score first. Just like that.
And mind you, the unenvious field position that Huron had to start this drive, Dom, and just being able to march downfield and put up a quick score. 6:40 remaining here in the 1st quarter. Extra point attempt.
PAT's up, and it's good. So the score is going to be 7-0. Huron over Tiffin after Huron went 90 yards down the field and were able to punch it in on the legs of their quarterback, number 11, Landon Holler, picking up his 8th rushing touchdown of the season.
Yeah, this is one of those situations in one of these games where the Columbian defense, you know, they've been known this season to help bail their team out of some tight spots, and this offense unable to deliver in some of those situations late in the game where you have to have a score. This one cannot be a shootout. You have to play very sound defense, and your offense has to score when given the proper opportunities. And these Tiffin Columbian Tornadoes, they've had a little bit of difficulty answering the call in some of these situations, which is why they may be at 1-3 now. But again, you have to right this ship now. Let's not forget, we collapsed the expanded playoff this year. Top 12 teams get in. Top 4 get a bye in the first round, but we're down from 16, so you know, 6-4 ain't going to get you in anymore.
Yeah, and you were spot on, especially with tonight's game. Coach Lutz, before the game, he's like, look, we cannot get into a track meet. We cannot get into a shootout. We need to control the tempo, control the rhythm here. We need to be able to run the ball, pass the ball equally, and put some pressure on this high-powered offense. And it's going to be fun to see how they respond here with their first drive.
Yeah, this one should be a treat. So, again, if you're at home watching this, we want to see how you're watching this. Send us your picture, and you could be the YANICH Oral Surgery and Dental Implants fan of the game. The Tornadoes return this one right around the 27-yard line.
Egbert on the return up to the 27, and that's where the Tiffin offense will get its first opportunity to respond after Holler marched his team down for a score.
And those fan of the game submissions can be submitted to our Heart of Ohio Sports Facebook page, Instagram, however you connect with us. go ahead and get in there and get your submission to be named our fan of the game.
Those are always fun to see, the different submissions that come in and the different ways that fans are streaming our Heart of Ohio Sports service. It's always fun to see that.
I know we got a couple of random surprises from STEINMETZ Signs and Graphics. A couple of these capes that she had made for us, and so Nate had sent those out with the sideline reporters, and they're going to try to get some fans of the game at the games, too.
Now we're talking.
So if you're at the game, let
into
Eric see it. Yeah, let Eric see you.
Here we go. It's going to be number 21. He gets the first crack at it. Cecil right up the middle as he's going to be hit after a short gain. It'll bring up second down for the Tornadoes. Number 21, Brock Cecil, the junior.
Yeah, Cecil, Mason Seitz. These are guys they utilize and try to give a two-headed look there in the backfield as Logan Gooding
looks to pass. He's got his man there, Bremeyer, and he's got first down and more as he's up to the right around the 40-yard line. Great job, Johnny Bremeyer.
Yeah, and you're going to see a lot of zone coverage by this Huron Tigers team. They're going to try to dial up that front pressure and get a quarterback in an uncomfortable situation. That's where that pitch and catch and the quick release works. And the RPO, the keeper here. QB draw. Good for about 6 yards there.
That's a big one there, Tommy. So it'll now be 2nd and 4 from the 40 here.
That's one of the things that's been a little slow getting for these Tornadoes is utilizing the athletic speed of Logan Gooding and getting him in a good situation.
Gooding hands it off. Seitz, first down. Actually, it's number 21, Cecil, who gets the first down. And Columbian's right at midfield.
Well, it just shows you how Cecil was lowering that shoulder where you couldn't even see his outside number, Dom.
Yes, you're right.
Looking like number 2, but 21, Cecil, gets the ball at midfield for the Tornadoes as now you got Gooding in the gun.
Cecil averages about 6 yards a carry, as you could see right there with that one. First down and more. Bremeyer, another catch. That's number 22 on the season as he continues this momentum for this Columbian offense.
And that was an interesting read. You had your first read wide open down here in the flat, but you decided to send that one over top and get a little bit better, a little bit more yards there.
Bremeyer's a pretty good option, though.
Yeah.
Can't argue with that one. 2nd and 1 from the 41 here as Tiffin is charging down this field and putting some good work together so far tonight. It looks like maybe an official timeout here. Okay, we're going to have a penalty on Tiffin. That's their 3rd penalty of the night. This is going to push them back 5 yards. Of course, they had 2 as they played defense. One of them gave up a first down, and the other set up Huron for a premium opportunity to punch it in for that score. This time, it's an offensive penalty pushing them back 5. So instead of 2nd and short, it's kind of 2nd and long.
Well, these Tornadoes, they go through a buzzsaw every season in their schedule. When you talk about just getting a throttling last week against Bishop Watterson, who's ranked number 1. When you go out, whoa, that one bounces out of the chest plate of the defender.
Bremeyer, the intended receiver, thrown behind him, unable to get into it.
Nathan Porterfield.
Yeah, just a little behind him there. Could have been.
You get a little bit of taste on that one.
Tommy, you were talking about just going up against these tough teams in the middle of the season.
Well, here's the thing is, again, Huron comes in tonight 2-2, nothing to take away from that. But that game speed, when you play that week to week, it's a different animal.
Gooding looking deep. Bremeyer had a step, but just overthrew him. Incomplete. Ooh, that's the kind of play that you want, though.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So if through no fault of their own, these Tornadoes come out tonight playing at a different tempo, playing a little bit faster, getting it out quicker, because that's what they were forced to do a week ago against a team that kills you with speed.
Yep.
Huron tonight, I don't think they were expecting that. They were expecting the methodic approach here on the opening drive, and the Tornadoes, they come out here quick, but a 4th and 6.
Yeah, the penalty kind of stalled this one out a little bit. 4th and 6 from the 46. We're down to 4 minutes, 14 seconds here in the first quarter from Frost-Kalnow Stadium in Tiffin, Ohio. As they punt it away, Reese, great job bouncing it inside the 5, and they get it right around the 2-yard line. I think they're going to mark it at the 1. Excellent punt by number 16, Connor Reese. Goodness, man, we have seen him do some work from the kicking game this season.
Now, if you're the defense, you got to pin your earbacks on this drive, because that opening drive by the Huron Tigers, you had them pinned back as well there.
Yeah.
And you just can't allow this one to be another long, methodical drive to where they eat up a lot of clock and then are up 2 scores on you by the quarter's end.
So Huron, they were able to march about 90 yards on the first drive. Let's see how they respond here after getting pinned inside the 1 yard line. So they've got 99 yards to go on this one. You're right, Tommy. Defense has got to bring it. And I come back to those 2 names you mentioned the first time, Kirshner and Newman, game wreckers from inside. See what they can dial up here.
Yep. Perfect.
And,
Well,
that they're going to go to Holler either on that draw or they're going to try to hand it off. They're not going to try anything too fancy. They're going to try to get out in open space. So rightfully so, bring the linebacker, bring them up, and try to just get that push. But Huron got a little bit more push.
Yeah, they get 2 yards on that one. So 2nd and 8 from the 3 yard line now. Again, after Reese pinned him inside the 1 with a beautiful punt. Holler looking to pass, throws it just away, and oh my goodness, it was Egbert who almost picked it off.
Each team's had a possession now, guys. So let's take a look at the stats that Nate had compiled up here for the season from both of these teams. Just to see where they're kind of sitting at right now. Look at that.
Yeah, man, look at the number of takeaways that the Tigers have on the season. That's a big number. Yeah, that is.
Yeah, you see
that's what you want as a coach, right?
A little bit of difference in the games and the numbers there.
Yeah, no kidding. That's a great viewpoint right there, Greg. All right, 3rd and 8 from the 3 yard line. It's a big one here for the Tornadoes. They need to stop. Holler from the shotgun, looks to his left, throws it. He's got a man wide open, first down.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Weaved it right between, and Jack Raglow gets it. First down for the Tigers.
Yeah,
they had him. They had him right there, Tommy.
Thought he was going to go out on that post, kind of did a dig back inside, and what a way to split defenders and now get your team out with some real estate to work with.
Holler, what a talent.
Look at that nice spot there, just found him right in the center.
Goodness gracious. And that's his 3rd completion of 10 yards or more tonight, and we're still in the first quarter. Holler, quarterback keeper right up the middle as he picks up about 2 yards after getting hit by the Tornado defense.
The Tornado almost showing 6 down, and rightfully so, as they're trying to plug gaps, they're trying to create pressure.
Yeah, and you mentioned the linebacker on that last one. Jace Arias seems to be the guy trying to plug those gaps behind his defensive line, trying to slow down Holler any way that he can. 2nd and 8 from the 17 yard line. We're down to 2 minutes, 20 seconds here in the first quarter. It's 7-0 Huron with a lead.
Gotta acknowledge the motion, man.
Holler rolls to his right, pump fakes. He's going to tuck it and run as he's dodging around defenders, and he didn't get very far as he's taken down at the 20.
Well, you talk about making chicken salad out of chicken, you know what? He bounces that one out for 3 yards after being dead to rights in the backfield.
Nowhere to go, yeah.
Yeah, because on that play, they did not account for the motion man, left him uncovered. It was just disaster waiting to happen, but Tornadoes are able to dial it up and get the quarterback on his heels to create a huge 3rd and 6 now.
It's another big one here. Last time they faced a 3rd and long, Holler was able to connect for a 15-yard gain and first down. Let's see what he does this time. Pump fakes, looks to his left. He's hit from behind.
No,
they got him this time as they wrap him up and take him down for a loss, and they get their man dead to rights, Tommy.
Man.
Everybody was on number 11 on that one, and that's going to bring up 4th down for the Tigers.
Yeah, you see initially it looks like Kirshner gets in there, gets a little bit of piece of Holler. He tries to dial it up.
He actually stepped out of that first tackle, but then there was a lot of other Tornadoes around there.
Nice job by the Tornadoes dialing up on a 4th and 10, forcing Huron to try to flip the field now. Nice stop by the Tornadoes. High snap.
Low kick. Russell gets it. Midfield. He's going to be taken down right about that same spot.
Russell is going to make a move there at midfield, able to field it nicely and give the Tornadoes a great spot to start this drive, as their first drive came away empty-handed, Dom.
They gave the ball. They had to punt from around the 40 last time, Tommy. So right around the similar part of the field as their last drive. 50 yards to go. They need to cash in here. 44 seconds in the first quarter. Tiffin looked great. Their offense looked great at the beginning, and they kind of stalled out after a penalty, had to give it back. Let's see how they come back. And you mentioned something about that game speed. Let's see if it shows up again here on their second opportunity.
And as this one unfolds, we'll go into our player spotlights, brought to you by VICEK Orthodontics. As this one winds down under a minute, Gooding with the handoff to Cecil.
Go ahead and look at the Columbian.
It looks like Egbert with the carry. And number 6, Braden Egbert getting it. We haven't seen Cecil yet tonight.
We talk about bouncing back after that rough outing last week against number 1 Bishop Watterson. Time starts to slow down, especially against this Huron Tiger team. Allows you to be a little more meticulous in your thought process coming out here tonight.
2nd and 8 from the 48. Gooding dumps it off, just misses number 21, Cecil. Brock Cecil, the intended receiver.
Yeah, you can't float that one out for a running back to try to get under.
Let's take a look at the Tigers one here quick before we end this quarter here.
And then we talk about a little bit of Tiger blood. Oh, brother, here we go again. Dylan Holler, we talk about his 2022 campaign where he was the Division IV quarterback, All-Ohio quarterback, going on to Toledo as a preferred walk-on. I mean, they didn't miss anything, didn't miss a beat with young Landon Holler coming into his stead and compiling the stats that he has thus far.
Gooding from the shotgun here. He's got some pressure. He's going to be hit, taken down. They sack Gooding as the clock looks to run out here in the first quarter. Not really the way you wanted to end that quarter there.
Absolutely not. Now you're at 4th and 20 when we come back from the break. Here to start the second quarter of action. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. The barn is back, and so is the fun. Starting September 20th, explore Ream's famous corn maze. Meet friendly barnyard animals and make memories that last all season long. Barnyard fun runs through October 26th, so don't miss it. At Ream's Produce Farm, where fun grows. Find out more at funacres.net. Heart of Ohio Sports is your home for live video streaming of high school football. Don't settle for the rest when you can go with the best, right here on the pulse of the Buckeye State, Heart of Ohio Sports. From school fields to business fronts, NLS Professional Grounds brings your vision to life with precision field painting, game lines, custom logos, even giant flags, perfect for sports events or standing out in a big way. Crisp, clean, and built to impress. Make your mark. Call NLS Professional Grounds today. It's time for high school football on Heart of Ohio Sports.
All right, we are back, but a live update breaking on the field here. We go down to Eric Hall right now.
Yeah, there's 3 seconds left on this quarter here, so come back and get this punt off.
Connor Reese with a nice punt there, and they're going to catch it. Huron's going to pick it up 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Still running. Number 3, Jack Raglow, as he takes it across midfield to right around the 47-yard line. Huge return by Raglow.
So we thought that was going to be a disastrous end to the first quarter, but hold on to your seats. We were able to top that with a huge return, and now the Huron Tigers will get the ball back at midfield when we come back from the break.
Give me 1 second here, guys. Sorry about that. And here we go.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
After an injury or surgery, adults are often prescribed opioids or stimulants, powerful drugs that help with pain or focus. But when unused or expired medications linger, they pose serious risks, misuse, addiction, or accidental poisoning, especially for children. Seneca County has 5 locations where you can safely dispose of medications. Take it to the box or use a deter bag at home to deactivate them safely and permanently. Prevent misuse, protect your family, dispose safely. Learn more or request a free Deterra-Safe disposal bag at carsa.org. Prevention starts with you.
At VICEK Orthodontics, they're all about creating confident, healthy smiles for every age. Dr. VICEK and the team use the latest techniques to make your orthodontic journey comfortable and effective. Discover the difference of personalized care and a smile you'll be proud to show off. Schedule your consultation with VICEK Orthodontics today. It's time for high school football on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome back to Tiffin, Ohio from Frost-Kalnow Stadium as we are in the second quarter, and you see a huge hit by the Tornado defense to push the Tigers down to the 17-yard line. All right, Tommy, catch us up a little bit because we had a huge return, but now they're at the 20.
Well, don't adjust your computer screen or your cell phone. You are seeing this one started from the 20 after the return. They thought on the punt was going to be from midfield. Eric Hall, our sideline reporter, informed us that there was a holding call on that. So to start the second quarter of action, this one had the penalty enforced, starting it from the 20.
Yeah, and then it makes things look even weirder because they flip sides of the field at the quarter, so it just made everybody confused there.
There you go. Holler slings it.
That same.
Yeah, wow. What a catch by Raglow. Great job.
Route,
yeah.
Just taking the dig inside and just torching, just finding the soft spot in the zone.
All right, it's going to be 3rd and 5 from the 26-yard line after all that movement here. And you've got Holler who connects with Raglow to make it that 3rd and 5. So let's see what they come up with from the 26-yard line as Holler is in the shotgun. And he's going to fake it. Goodness, almost hit in the backfield. Gets away. Wow. He's hit 3 or 4 more times, taken down around the 28, and oh my goodness, he just escaped a huge sack.
And a Holler Houdini able to escape the pressure there. And this is the guy that just gives you a whole nother dimension and really puts the team on his back. Here you see on the CLOUSE construction replay, just slipping through, like pouring smoke in a keyhole, just only something that Holler could do.
Holler averages about 4 yards a carry on the season and 38 yards each game, so he's a definite rushing threat. He uses his legs a lot. We've seen that a lot tonight, and it paid off to not lose yards on that one.
Well, they were forced to punt, nonetheless, on a huge 4th and 2, and that one went sailing.
Goodness gracious. Wow.
Yeah.
Dangerous return, but
what
nice hands
punt
on the return. Yeah, that one, if that would have went over Russell's head, that would have bounced all the way back down for potentially start this one from behind the 5 or for a touchback.
Goodness.
Yeah, had to extend all the way up to just reach up and pull that one in.
Just gets his fingertips on it, and that prevents it from having to start 30 yards back as opposed to starting this one on the 32.
Man, that was just – it was a moon ball of a punt. So, all right. Hey, we've got the Columbian offense back out on the field. 1st and 10 from the 32. We're at 9:50 here in the second quarter, and they're trailing 7-0 as Huron was able to punch it in on their first drive in the first quarter. And we're going to get – they're not going anywhere. I believe it might have been Brandeberry with the carry. Yeah, number 3, Dalen Brandeberry, and no gain for the Tornadoes. And we have not seen Seitz at all tonight here, Tommy. It's kind of unusual as he's their leading rusher.
Well, Enderle off the end, put an Enderle to that run as Huron just comes out on a simple 4-4 here. They're able to give you pressure with the front 4. And, I mean, that's just been a day for Logan Gooding, who's in the gun.
Gooding throws it, and he's got Bremeyer, who's going to be pushed out of bounds around the 40-yard line, just shy of the first down marker, so it'll be 3rd and short for the Tornadoes. So we've seen a lot of number 17, their leading receiver. What we have not seen much of is number 2, Mason Seitz, their leading rusher. I'm not sure if I missed anything here, but he would seem to be a pretty valuable weapon to help keep up with the Huron offense.
Well, look, when in the beginning of the seasons, you're taking your lumps, you're trying to find your identity, you're trying to find things that work for you. And with the cast of Tornadoes that Coach Lutz has at his disposal a bevy of talent, you're able to put guys in places that give you a better chance to win, and that's the most important thing. So, again, you're going to see different looks out of these Tornadoes and different formations and different packages that are going to put their best player in that position for them to be able to, win and execute.
Seitz averages 58 yards a game for the Tornadoes. Brandeberry 6 yards a game, and number 26 Mason Burkett 18 yards a game to go with FEASEL'S 6 yards a game. So a sizable difference there, but they do have several options, as you mentioned, Tommy. So after a little pause down there on the field, 3rd and short here for the Tornadoes. 9 minutes in the second quarter. They trail 7-0 and hope to get something out of it. Of course, the Tornadoes are going to get the ball back first in the second half, so let's see what happens.
So this one's marked at the...
Cecil, he's, I think, going to be stopped short here, Tommy.
Yeah, it was marked as 3rd and 2.
Yeah,
but they had that all the way back at the 40, which is about 3 or 4 yards back.
That's a rough-looking spot compared to
from
where he went out of bounds.
Yeah. So at the moment, they're at the 41-yard line. It's 4th and 1, and they've got the offense out on the field. Coach Lutz wants to go for it.
I think you're just trying to try to
Try to
see if they're
jump.
paying attention, get them to jump here.
4th and 1 from the 41. Gooding. Oh, goodness.
Wow.
Cecil is hit hard behind the line, stopped, and they turn it over. Goodness gracious. Oh, my. They had him. Number 21, Brock Cecil, nowhere to go on that one.
Well, credit to the Tornadoes for not trying to be cute there, but, again, when you're going to gamble it and you're going to try to do something like that, you better make sure you got hat on a hat and you got everybody with their hard hat on ready to go to work for you, because that's just a 4th and short that you can't have. Look at 1, 2, 3 guys
in the backfield.
on a 4th and short in your own territory when you're at home and you're trying to establish dominance here. Trailing 7 points.
Yeah, 1st and 10 from the 37 after a huge hit on Cecil.
Big turnover in a big spot of the field there.
And Holler, he's got his man, and they got running room there as Hayden Wilson takes it up. 1st down for the Tigers, just like that.
They're taking advantage of the overzealous linebacker there as the running back just kind of went out in open space, gave a quick little push off, and then got out in space for that screen. And it just went for huge yardage there.
Holler, that's his fourth pass of more than 10 yards in the first half. Not even talking about all the rushing yards he's got, guys.
You guys talked about this offense, this Tigers offense. They're able to put up points, they're able to put up yards in bunches.
No doubt. Looks like number 12, Austin Sass, is going off the field here. I don't know if there's an equipment issue or what's going on. He's still standing there by the 1st down marker, so we'll see what happens. 1st and 10 from the 25. Holler gives it to his running back, and it looks like it's going to be number 22, Hayden Wilson, who gets a few yards. 2nd and 7 for the Tigers.
Well, Mr. Wilson in on that, gives them a better look on 2nd and 7 as these Huron Tigers still being a menace to these Tornadoes through the early onset of this one.
Holler from the shotgun. Got 3 wideouts to the bottom of your screen. Looks to his left, rolls to his right, throws it. Oh, goodness.
Oh, man.
Man, it was number 3, Dylan Brandeberry, who got a hand on it, knocked it away. Great awareness by the Tornado defense, as that could have been a big gain for the Tigers.
Yeah, Tornadoes dial up the pressure, you get a little dancing in the backfield there, and gives Holler an open opportunity to get that one out. But a dangerous throw sets the Tigers up with 3rd and 6 now, with the ball on the 21 approaching the Tornado red zone.
Said it a few times here. Big 3rd down here. You want to keep them out of the end zone. Keep this one nice and close. 7 minutes here in the second quarter. 7-0 Tigers as Holler pump fakes. He's going to be hit. Bounces away.
Wow.
And he dives forward close to the 1st down marker. Did he get it is the question. And he did. First down, Huron.
Absolutely amazing. The educated feet. That's an example of it. One going to Harvard, the other going to Yale. Getting you out of trouble, you keep them chopping. And what a way for Holder to just squirt through there.
Yeah, they had him dead to rights back there, guys.
Hit behind the line, sneaks away, dives forward, first down, Tigers. And they're up to the 14-yard line here as Russell's running off the field. And a little substitution there for the Tornado defense.
Yeah, I don't know why the Tigers are waiting on him.
Yeah. Now, the official just motioned, so it might have been them. 6:36. Tigers
substituted.
Going to throw it there, and it's going to be Braxton Barrett who gets the catch. Short gain. Barrett's first catch of the night here, and of course he had a huge game last week as one of the Tigers' leading receivers. So he's a name we haven't heard much of tonight. Hopefully we don't hear any more about him.
Unless you're a Tigers fan.
Unless you're a Tigers fan, yeah. Which we're not.
Well, I'm afraid I got some bad news because I think Barrett's name is going to be yelled out a few times here tonight as he is just one of the many weapons.
Yes, indeed.
In the utility box of these Huron Tigers.
2nd and 10, Holler dumps it off there to Barrett. And Barrett goes around 2 defenders inside the 5. He dives towards the end zone. Touchdown, Barrett. Number 6, Braxton Barrett spins his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers, their second of the half.
Yeah, again, you see here on the CLOUSE construction replay, just something out of a video game. Whoop! Hit stick to the right, able to cut it up and cut it across the end zone for another Tigers score as the Tigers starting to add on to this lead here. But the blocked extra point there keeps this one.
So PAT no good. It's going to be 13-0 Huron over Tiffin after a huge 50-yard drive. Well, actually, it was less than that. It was closer to 40, 45. But Huron able to convert with the fancy footwork of number 6,
and
Braxton Barrett.
We talk about cross-conference matchup, this SBC Bay matchup. In the SBC, everything is earned, never given. So when the Tornadoes went for it on that 4th and short, and they give the Tigers give the ball over at midfield on a huge 4th down.
Yeah.
Tornado, again, when you're chasing points, you make it all that much easier for your opponent to add to that lead and capitalize on the momentum now that they've been able to create here on senior night.
That's a great point there, Tommy. All right, number 6, Braxton Barrett picks up his 4th receiving touchdown of the season. And Huron has a 13-0 lead over Tiffin here as we're about 5.5 minutes away from halftime at Frost-Kalnow Stadium.
Yeah, and outside that first drive, I mean, when you give these Tigers a long field, these Tornadoes were able to come up with some quality stops. And just, again, it baffles you why you turn the ball over at.
A little razzle-dazzle as Russell gets it at the 15. He's got space. 30, he's still moving. 35, up to the 40-yard line. And look at that. Egbert throws it to Russell. Russell gets up to the 40 and picks up some big yardage as they caught Huron special teams a little off guard.
That was almost like the large Walmart sparkler. You're just expecting something big here. A dangerous pass across the field to try to trick this coverage team. But you get a great start here at the 40. But, man, that was bowling shoe ugly.
Yeah. All right, 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line here. Gooding from the shotgun. Quick throw to his right. He's got Bremeyer. Bremeyer at the 40. Works his way up. Short gain after getting hit by 2 defenders.
And you got one guy out there to come block for you in the flat. Why would you need to float it up there like that? You got no support coming to you out in the flat like that. So why float it over?
2nd and 8 from the 42 after a short gain to Bremeyer. We've got 5 minutes here in the second quarter. Columbian, they need to get a score to make this a 1-score game.
Look at that ball.
Floating pass, Bremeyer, the intended receiver, flag down on the field. Bremeyer got the bump, And that's going to help out this Tiffin offense.
That might have helped out Huron because the receiver had a beat on the defenders, and the early contact there might have prevented a huge reception. But remember, that's not a spot foul.
Pass interference for Huron.
At this, it's going to be
35-yard line. Yeah, that's a huge one, Tommy. I'm liking it, Greggy. I'm liking it.
Why are you hanging up on me?
He's the wizard.
Look at that.
And you can see that right there as Bremeyer bumped
early, yeah.
right around that 35-yard line. And no, now they're going to move it again.
Oh,
All right, I can't figure him out, Tommy.
Yeah,
they're moving it all over the place.
It's been 15 yards from the line of scrimmage.
yeah, I don't understand.
All right, Columbian has the football at the 45-yard line after a huge penalty that gave them a first down. So 1st and 10 from the 45, and they're going to hand it off. Cecil up the gut. That might be a first down as he gets it up to the 35-yard line.
Real close.
First down, Tornadoes, as number 21, Brock Cecil, powers his way forward.
And with the quick up tempo that both these teams' offense play with, 4:48, it might as well be an eternity before the half, as the Tornadoes are now getting into Tiger territory. If you're able to put up a score and stop the bleeding here early, get a quality stop, you might be able to get some things done right before the half.
1st and 10 from the 35. Gooding passes to Bremeyer. Bremeyer pushed out of bounds right around the, let's call it the 28-yard line, just short of the first down marker. So it'll be 2nd and short for the Tornadoes. Picking up a little bit of pace here, Tommy, as they're getting quick up to the line. 4:26 in the second quarter here. Tiffin down 2 scores, hoping to cut that lead in half. Give it to Cecil. First down for the Tornadoes. Inside the 20-yard line as number 21, Brock Cecil, picks up the first.
Even I've been on the read. I was expecting something to float over there like a quick slant, but they just power that one in. Nice job by the offensive line, opening up some gaps here and giving the running back some daylight here.
Good sell on the fake pass there, too.
Definitely. 1st and 10 from the 20. Down to 4 minutes here in the second quarter. Tiffin's driving is
right
Gooding. He's got Bremeyer. Just overthrows the intended receiver. He had him in the back of the end zone, but not able to connect. That'll bring up 2nd and long for the Tornadoes.
Well, again, can't fault the quarterback for finding the open man here. Just unable to connect. As you see, you get the hands on it here on the CLOUSE construction replay. But now it's 2nd and 10. You know, again, you're not trying to go for that home run. You just want to get yourself in a better situation for 3rd down in this situation because you got the momentum and you're driving. Can't let that one stop stifle you.
Gooding throws it, skips it to Russell. Yeah, I'm not sure if he didn't have a handle on it. It was a high snap. But Russell, the intended receiver, incomplete, and he was wide open.
I think that was just quicker than what the wide receiver anticipated, as that was a tremendous read by Gooding to get that one out quickly, find your guy out there in the flat, and just receiver wasn't ready for it that time.
So I believe there might have been a penalty down there as the ball it's been pushed back to the 25-yard line. It's going to replay 2nd down. So it's now going to be 2nd and 15 from the 20, which I believe is because of a penalty. I didn't see a flag, Tommy. I'm not sure if you did. Here we go, Gooding from the shotgun.
Uh-oh.
Up in the pocket, knocked down for a loss. Ooh. So if that is a penalty, that's the 4th in the half for Columbian, as Gooding is hit and sacked on that one. So now it'll be 3rd and 17 as that 5-yard penalty pushed him back. 3rd and 17 from the 27-yard line. We've got 3:30 left in the second quarter here from Frost-Kalnow Stadium. And we saw a penalty stall out an offensive drive a little bit earlier in the half. Hopefully it doesn't do the same thing here.
Yeah, you don't want to be like Donnie playing Monopoly and lose real estate here.
Gooding going deep. Russell, the intended receiver, knocked away. No good. 4th down for the Tornadoes.
What a play on the ball by the defender there. Be able to reach up and get a hand on his Roman Hadala.
He almost knocked that into the receiver. He almost would have been better off letting that just go out of bounds. But
difficult
no harm,
spot.
no foul.
Difficult spot there in the corner of the end zone, right, Eric?
Eric, it was almost like they were throwing it to you. I think you had a better shot at the football.
Well,
Fourth down here, guys.
This is very well the play of the game here.
4th and 17 from the 27-yard line. Gooding flushed out of the pocket, rolling to his left, looking, and he throws in the end zone. And goodness, he had Brandeberry, but Dylan Brandeberry unable to hold on to it, incomplete, and they're going to turn the ball over. He had him. Wow.
Hit him right in the hands.
What a great job by Gooding to keep his eyes up, looked, he had his receiver, and boop, just missed it, Tommy. Oh, goodness.
Again, a drive that was inside the 17-yard line.
And right before
a 4th and long.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Gooding bringing the paddles out to a dying drive and just unable to find the mark, as now you give Holler a fresh set of downs and the ball at the 26 with 3 minutes here in the first half.
They still have 2 timeouts.
It's not even halftime yet, guys. And Tommy, you said that could have been the play of the game, and you're absolutely right. You seen the momentum. It could have just swung completely right there. You want to get that score, especially before halftime when you get the ball in the second half.
Holler to Barrett. Barrett going to be drugged down around the 32-yard line. That clock will keep moving. 2:50, 2:49 here in the second quarter.
Your defense needs to make a stop here at the end.
Well, there's a couple receptions there just bounce out of the hands of the receivers or a misread. I mean, it's one of those situations. That's what separates good from great teams.
They had their opportunities on that drive. There's no question here. So let's see if the defense can stop Huron and keep them out of the end zone. 2nd and 4 from the 32-yard line. Holler from the shotgun. He's going to fake it to the running back. Got a little pressure, steps up. He's going to quarterback keeper, dives forward right around the 34-yard line. So he gains a couple on that one. It'll be 3rd and short.
Nice adjustment in the open field by the defensive lineman there. They had a beat on the quarterback. Holler brought it up, and they were able to make an adjustment right there at midfield.
That's a big drive here to see how Huron responds. With the under 3 minutes left, do they try to go down here and punch it in again, or were they content with the 2-score lead before half?
3rd and 2 from the 34-yard line. 150.
You just worry about converting here, and then you can take your sweet time. But this 3rd and 2, huge.
Holler throws it, and he's got Braxton Barrett. First down and more as he's pushed out of bounds around midfield.
Wow, he was
Goodness
long.
gracious. Man, he has got some speed. Number 6, Braxton Barrett catches it, converts, first down. They're going to say he's pushed out of bounds right around the 44-yard line.
Take a look here, guys.
I just don't understand why you would not have the press coverage there. You kind of leaving guys out, and it's only a 3rd and 2 situation. I mean, I know you might be expecting something deep, but you got to be able to defend the short field for the little dump off, and that's exactly
what they did. Yeah.
Exactly what
like
happened.
you talked about, Tommy, just converting right there.
Holler pressure taken down.
Almost not.
Great sack.
Again, what's that really matter, though, when you come up with a huge stop, but you were unable to come up with the stop on the conversion there? This one's just going to...
Parker Nye with a huge sack for the Columbian defense, and there's going to be a timeout down on the field as the Tornadoes want to save as much of this clock as possible. 2nd and 14, a minute and a half here in the second quarter. And, Tommy, what are you talking about? You just took a timeout. What are you talking about with your defense down there?
I think you're communicating to play heads-up football. Don't give up anything too deep, and make sure that you put personnel on personnel and everybody go out there and do their job. It's one of those situations where you got to come up with these stops right now. 2nd and 14, you call a timeout, get a stop, bring up 3rd and 14, call a timeout, and it makes that situation in the defense all that much easier on them because they don't have to they know what they have to defend.
Yeah.
Sounds a lot like the keys to this one's game here tonight, guys. Brought to you by UIS Insurance.
Our UIS Insurance keys to the game, indeed, there, Greg.
Touching on a lot of the same things.
Absolutely.
There. Again, as this timeout was brought to you by Joe Bailiff's Route 30 Harley-Davidson. Walk in, right out.
So you got to say the tagline.
2nd and 14 from the 40 after a timeout down on the field. Holler from the shotgun for the Tigers. He's going to give it to his running back into wide open space.
Wow.
Goodness gracious. As number 22, Hayden Wilson, nearly gets the full first down on that one as he's about a yard short. And look at that burst.
Well, I've heard of lightning in a bottle, but I've never seen it released.
Yeah.
You've seen an example of it right there.
3rd and 1 from the 48 after Wilson gets the handoff and goes across midfield. And it looks like maybe a timeout. That's right. Tiffin timeout right before they snapped it. And Tiffin's got one timeout left here with 1 minute and 4 seconds left in the half. And they're doing everything to try to slow this Huron offense down just a little bit.
Well, here's the thing: is 3rd and 1. This situation where you just hand the ball off, they get you either convert it and you can take it out, or they bring up 4th down and then you force them to burn their last time out, and then you can either just punt it from there and give them a short clock
with no timeouts left.
With no timeouts left. That's how I would play it. Don't do anything that's gonna turn the ball over here. You don't need the strike.
Man, don't stop the clock for them.
I get it, stepping on the neck and putting your foot on the gas, but at midfield here, 3rd and 1, you're just looking to convert once again, force these Tornadoes to take their final timeout and pin them deep, and make sure the Tornadoes don't have any more bites at the apple before this half runs out.
Huron 13-0 with the lead.
Oh, nice
as
pitch.
They pitch it out to number 22, Hayden Wilson again. First down for the Tigers.
What a pitch that was.
And Holler has been deadly on his own right from with rushing the ball, and able to do that, and that's scary.
Check us out again, guys. Yeah, it totally looks like the quarterback's going to keep it. The lane closes, and he says, "Here you go."
Yeah, that worked.
It's a great drawing up play there on a short yard distance.
1st and 10 from the 44-yard line after a huge conversion by the Tigers. Holler rolls to his right, steps up, throws it. Ooh. Incomplete as he nearly connected with number 3, Jack Raglow.
Okay. So you're just going out there and running your offense. You got 2 timeouts in your back pocket. You can't take them with you. So again, get yourself in field goal range then, I guess.
2nd and 10 from the 44. Clock stopped at 55 seconds here, and as you said, 2 timeouts.
You're obviously confident that if you commit a turnover here, that your defense can stop them. So you're just going to throw this one wild.
Well, there's a reason their point total is so high for the season, I guess. Huh?
Holler dumps it off to Wilson. Hayden Wilson pushed out of bounds close to the first down marker, right around that 35-yard line. He might be just short, depending on the spot. So it could be a 3rd and short. Yeah, 3rd and short situation here for the Tigers.
And you're out of bounds.
Yep.
48 seconds. And Huron they're just methodically moving the football. Holler all alone in the backfield.
He tried to hit your guy in between the 25 and 20 here. No,
gives it to Wilson.
Look at that.
Oh, what a tackle. What an open field tackle by Egbert as he really he prevented a big one there.
Yeah, that's absolutely the kind of tackles you have to make against a team like Huron.
First down for the Tigers as they're up to the 32-yard line. Wilson got just enough.
Yeah, he just needed the one.
Passes it, throws it, and it's Caleb Staley getting his first reception as he's inside the 20.
Now this is a master class in 2-minute offense.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
Jeez.
Eating up the clock here before half and marching down the field.
Disgusting.
Staley averages 113 yards a night, and he got his first reception as the defense collapses on Holler.
Rhythm, you're going to take a timeout here.
Mm-hmm, you have to if you're trying to capitalize on this opportunity.
Now, what do you do here? Do you go ahead and burn this 2nd down and call that last time out, see if you can get yourself in better field goal range, or are you going to try to go for the throat here with one over the top, save yourself a few seconds and run another play?
I think at this point, Tommy, like you said just before this, they're kind of just out there running their offense, so they're just going to do what they've been doing. If they see a big open chunk play, they're going to take it. If not, they're probably going to pick up the first and use that last time out and try to get some kind of points out of it.
That's a great point, Greg.
But, yeah, you're not kidding. Masterclass in 2-minute offense here is they just, we weren't sure what their game plan was going to be coming out from this end of the field, and they just –
They had the ball at midfield with 38 seconds left, and now they've march down to the 25 with 12 seconds left. That is just how you do it.
Just some great plays to the outside, getting out of bounds, the quickness, to get right back up to the huddle. This is a well-coached team and a well-run offense here.
And that's the thing, is just one stop in any of those situations would have just killed the drive.
2nd and 15 from the 25-yard line here as Huron back out onto the field after a timeout. They still have one of those. 12 seconds to go here. Holler rolls to his right. He's got a little pressure. Flag on the field as he's pushed out of bounds around the 26-yard line.
So you saw it there, guys. He looked for the opportunity downfield, didn't see anybody, and then he said, well, I can probably just run over here and not use that timeout. Going to have a holding against him here.
Now, is that something you can decline?
And there was one of the somebody hit hard on the sideline there on the Columbian side after Holler pushed out of bounds.
Gives them the
that penalty. That penalty there could destroy this drive, guys, because now you've just ate up half the time that you had left on that. So now you've just reduced that from, you know, another play with 7 seconds closer to the goal, so now you've backed yourself up and you don't have 2 plays left.
But you give Holler another bite at the apple on 2nd and 25.
A little razzle-dazzle there.
TC was not fooled by it.
Not at all. Another flag on the field as Caleb Staley stopped behind the line of scrimmage after a little pitch and catch. And let's see what this one's for. 0's up on the clock right now, gentlemen. So
the clock did continue to run out after this play, but
and it's on Huron. Decline.
There you go.
And that should be the end.
So taking a look at it here. Just tried the trickery there, guys, but Columbian said, no, not happening.
All right, it's halftime here from Tiffin, Ohio, Frost-Kalnow Stadium, and Huron has a 13-0 lead over the Tornadoes on senior night. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
After an injury or surgery, adults are often prescribed opioids or stimulants, powerful drugs that help with pain or focus. But when unused or expired medications linger, they pose serious risks: misuse, addiction, or accidental poisoning, especially for children. Seneca County has 5 locations where you can safely dispose of medications. Take it to the box or use a deter bag at home to deactivate them safely and permanently. Prevent misuse, protect your family, dispose safely. Learn more or request a free Deter-A-Safe disposal bag at carsa.org. Prevention starts with you.
At VICEK Orthodontics, they're all about creating confident, healthy smiles for every age. Dr. VICEK and the team use the latest techniques to make your orthodontic journey comfortable and effective. Discover the difference of personalized care and a smile you'll be proud to show off. Schedule your consultation with VICEK Orthodontics today. It's time for high school football on Heart of Ohio Sports.
To the field with their performance of, hey, look, Mom, I made it. and turn you loose. Made famous by the Blues Brothers, the legendary act born right on the stage of Saturday Night Live.
Columbian High School, the 2025 edition of our March
in 1999. It charted worldwide. Our women blew it up big on the field, even though the title says all the small things.
Section where you go fan the game. I took a picture of myself holding it. You sent it in. We picked it. Yeah, and I got it. And I was like, yeah, I'm a fan of the game. I sent it to Facebook. They go, hey, he's a fan of the game. I think you were the only one that posted it. Yeah. Posted everything, so. Yeah, that was pretty funny, though. I was like, this is where I'm watching from. Yeah, there we go. I made a TikTok. We were at the Hopewell Calvary game. Yeah. I was walking on the field, I was like filming the field a little bit. I was like, this is the men's side of the massacre of the Senecas. And dude, it went viral. It got like 500 likes, 8,000 views.
Fun band. So tonight, we want to remember an icon in the music world. The world recently said goodbye to this rock legend. Released in 2007, but still alive today. Watch and listen as our band boogies down to Ozzy Osbourne's I Don't Want to Stop.
There's something missing.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. At YANICH Oral Surgery in Marion, they specialize in dental implants and advanced oral care, all in a welcoming, state-of-the-art environment. Restore your smile. Renew your confidence. Visit YANICHOralSurgery.com.
The one thing that we love more than the roar of a Harley-Davidson is the roar of the crowd on game day. That's why Joe Bailiff's Route 30 Harley-Davidson is proud to partner with the Bowling Green State University Falcons and be the official bike to lead the team onto the field. Don't forget to ride out to your favorite tailgate this season and cheer on the Falcons to victory. We'll catch you on down the road at Joe Bailiff's Route 30 Harley-Davidson. Walk in, ride out.
It's time for high school football on Heart of Ohio Sports.
You're watching Hope and Fostoria halftime show here at Heart of Ohio Sports from Frost-Kalnow Stadium as the hometown Tiffin Columbian Tornadoes have a 13-0 deficit to the Huron Tigers here. Dominic Helmstetter stepping in for Nate Mullins here tonight, and of course joined by Tommy and Greg the Wizard, and we've got we've got everybody around here.
Say no matter what,
Change the scenery.
if Tommy's here and it's halftime, you know what that means. It's time for my favorite segment, everybody's favorite segment. The wise words of Nostradamus.
You know, we don't have these kind of tricks at the extreme, guys. So I'm interested and amused here. Tommy, please tell us more.
Well, I've peered into my crystal ball, and it says that it spells doom for the Tornadoes if they're unable to get more quality stops here in this second half. They came into tonight with that huge opening drive by the Huron Tigers that went almost 90-something yards for a touchdown, and then the Tornadoes got some stops. But the big thing that stood out to me was at midfield on that fourth down call by the Tornadoes, choosing to go for it down 7 points, and Huron was able to come up big defensively. And that's been the story of this one. Huron coming up big in huge moments, and Tiffin Columbian unable to convert in key situational downs. So again, you don't need to be Nostradamus to know if you can't convert third down, your chances of scoring drastically go down, and your chances of winning go even down further. So again, you can't rely on your defense to pull you out of this one, especially against a high caliber offense like the Huron Tigers, who average 42 points per game. And in this one, they're trying to race to that number, only getting 13 points, and I'm surprised it wasn't a further deficit.
No question here. And Huron Tigers, you mentioned, the high-powering offense here. And the Columbian defense has done a pretty fair job, only giving up 13 points. But the offense has got to do their part. And it's not just third downs, but also some of those fourth downs unable to convert. And they have teed up the Tigers pretty well. The second touchdown coming in the second quarter, they only had to go 50 yards here as they turned it over at midfield. And, of course, earlier in the game, we saw Reese pin a punt at the 1 yard line. So you know you have a weapon, a special teams weapon there. So this is going to be a fun, interesting second half. Columbian gets the ball first here. Offense has kind of been hit or miss. What do you think they're going to be able to do? What do they need to do? Lutz wants a balanced attack, but what do you need to do to really get things going here and give your team a jolt in the second half?
You have to be able to have a run game, Dom. We talk about a balanced attack. That's how you open up the pass for you. You've been able to get some quality pitch and catch between your receivers with Johnny Braymeyer getting in there and Deshaun Russell. But Logan Gooding, again, he's putting the ball only where his receivers can get to it, and some drop passes, for better or for worse, is definitely the one of the biggest things that you've seen in this game. That was the difference between a 7-point deficit and 13 as we sit in here at the half, as we get ready to thank our sponsors for helping bring this one to you live and paywall free here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Again, we wouldn't be here without our friends at XCARET Mexican Restaurant, Hope and Fostoria, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, CLOUSE Construction, and LS Professional Grounds, UIS Insurance and Investments, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, VICEK Orthodontics, Drawn to the Surface, RIEHM Produce Farm, Joe Bailiff's Route 30 Harley-Davidson, YANICH Oral Surgery and Dental Implants, FORTE Music, Ohio Army National Guard, FEASEL'S Frame and Collision, BUCKEYE IT Services, PLASONITE 3D Printing, STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Ink, Advantage Overhead Door, First National Bank of Sycamore, the Edward Jones Offices of Tiffin, Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse, Wendy's, CLOUSE Construction, and the Tiffin Columbian Gridiron Club.
Want to make sure that we thank Hope in Fostoria for sponsoring our halftime show here from Frost-Kalnow Stadium. And, of course, the marching band performance of the night brought to you by FORTE Music, one of the local superstars in everything involving music there. So make sure you check out FORTE.
Big time force in helping keep the high school music scene alive around here.
No question. All right, so we're getting ready for a second half of play here, and Tornadoes have dug themselves into a 13-0 hole, and let's see how they come back and react here. Offenses look good at times, but as you mentioned, Tommy, unable to convert on key third and fourth downs. So let's see what they can do. Of course, they've had a few, kind of surprises, at least for me. Brock Cecil, one of those surprises. You mentioned rushing the ball, number 21. Done a pretty good job here in the first half.
There we go.
All right, here we go, and it's going to be Egbert.
With a wide open
and
lane.
He's got it. 40, 45, 50. Oh,
man.
Drugged down right around the midfield as it was number 6. Number 6, Braden Egbert with a huge return for special teams.
Now as, again, we open up this second half, the Tornadoes offense takes the field. We go down to Eric, who was able to try to get a little bit of 4-1-1 as you see the CLOUSE construction replay on that huge return, sets up the Tornadoes in great field position. Eric, as the Tornadoes come out here for this opening drive, we'll get some insight into what the Tornadoes may have to be dealing with here in the second half. But for right now, we got Logan Gooding on the gun with the ball on the 46.
Gooding passes Cecil, and he's going to get it and be taken down after a short gain, so that'll bring up second and long for the Tornadoes.
Now, Eric, we talked about Cecil getting the majority of the carries here tonight. A little bit conspicuous by his absence is Mason Seitz. What were you able to figure out for us down there on the sideline, Eric?
Yeah, I don't have any specific details or anything, but I did notice that he is just standing on the sidelines in shorts. So you're not going to be seeing him tonight at least.
It's a pretty good indication there that you won't be putting on the pads or seeing the field.
But Bremeyer, in Seitz' stead, gets a huge chunk of yardage there on that run. It's good enough to reset the chains for another NLS Professional Grounds first down.
All right, it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line here in the third quarter of play. Gooding gives it to Cecil. Cecil right up the middle. He's going to be taken down right around the 26-yard line. Short gain. That'll bring up second and long for the Tornadoes.
4 yards, not a bad gain there. Not a bad gain. I take 4 or 5 every play. It's a big time momentum swing here for the Tornadoes. If they can actually move this one down the field and punch this one in, you're talking about a 1-score game. And we're right back in it, guys.
Yeah, drawing near the RIEHM Farm red zone. You got Gooding in the gun. Cecil on his left hip has fumbled. Snap.
Oh, no.
Cecil, or Gooding. Having to run. He's able to stretch for a few more yards.
Man.
Gooding, fumbled the snap there, picked it up, hit a couple times, and as you mentioned, stretches forward for a couple yards, but it's going to be 3rd and short here for the Tornadoes on the busted play.
Yeah,
busted play.
Ended up getting 1 out of that when it definitely could have been a loss of 4, or not more from what you saw happen back there with the bad
Sometimes
snap.
they say, Greg, if you fall flat on your face, you're still moving forward.
And we saw Landon Holler make a lot of something out of nothing in the first half. So Gooding connects with Russell.
It's a nice quick
Russell,
toss.
20.
Fighting for space there on the sideline. Gets out of bounds, but is it enough?
Should be enough for a first down. Awful close there, and yes, it is.
That's good for
First
NLS
down, Tornadoes.
Professional Grounds, first down.
1st and 10 at the 20 here.
Pass was so quick out there that caught Donnie sleeping out there on the camera.
Donnie. who's doing a tremendous job on the camera for us tonight.
Gooding from the shotgun. Fakes it to
Another
Cecil.
quick one.
Tipped at the line. Russell, the intended receiver, incomplete.
Tried to look twice there with that quick slant pass.
Yeah, Holler got his hand on it.
I was going to say, who better to make a read on that than Holler, who is just trying to get his hands on this one defensively, as he's just been everywhere tonight. Tornadoes got the ball at the RIEHM Farms 20-yard line. Gooding in the gun. Pump fakes.
Taken down behind for a loss there. It's going to be number 39 with a huge tackle there, and that's Landon Enderly with the sack on Gooding.
I mean, did he commit himself as a runner?
3rd and 14 from the 24-yard line here for the Tornadoes, and critical 3rd down. Tommy, you mentioned that in our halftime show, 3rd down being a huge thing. This is a big one for Tiffin.
Hasn't been a huge thing. It's been almost non-existent. You had 2 on this drive.
Rolls to his left, incomplete as Russell. It might have been Brandeberry. Yeah, number 3, Brandeberry, the intended receiver, and he was wide open.
I mean, guys, the pass just a little off, but would it even have been enough for the first down if you would have caught it there? You look like you would have been a little short there still.
Yeah, I think that's one of those things they're counting on a little yards after the catch, and he did have some space, as you see it here on the CLOUSE instant replay.
You got to lay yourself out for it. You can't get any yards that you catch right there.
Well, if it's 4 down territory for you at midfield, it's definitely 4
Here we
down
go.
territory.
Gooding steps up, throws. He's got his man. He catches it.
There you go.
First down for Bremeyer.
Way to come back to that.
Yeah, I was going to say, Bremeyer making a play on the ball, coming back for it, converting, and the Tornadoes again bring the paddles out on a huge conversion there. So Tornadoes will have it. 1st and goal from the 5-yard line.
1st and goal, yeah, absolutely. Gooding unable to connect with Brandeberry, able to connect with Bremeyer. 1st down, Cecil right up the middle. Touchdown, Tiffin! Number 21, Brock Cecil punches it in for the first score of the night.
You got to play a full 48 minutes. The Tornadoes used all 4 minutes there to try to chop away at this deficit. Stop the bleeding here early in the second half with a huge touchdown run by a bruising Cecil. Run up the gut. Gets the Tornadoes closer. Pending the extra point.
PAT low, no good. So it'll be a 7-point difference here after number 21, Brock Cecil gets his first touchdown of the season, and it's a big one.
And as we know, Dom, especially when you got 2 teams like this that are so kind of mirrorly matched, it comes down to who makes the least amount of mistakes, and it could come down to a point right there.
We've seen it happen many a times in our high school coverage. The kicking game can be all the difference maker.
And fortunately, Huron missed a PAT in the first half, so
as I was saying,
you're right.
The Tornadoes were able to get that extra point and then come back and tie this one.
Yeah,
they could have potentially took the lead.
If you get that extra point, it takes a little stress off you there for the next score.
Yep, definitely. And those penalties also something to keep an eye on. You know, Tiffin had 4 in the first half. Huron had 3 in the first half. All of them playing a huge role in stalling out drives and preventing points.
That was a penalty-free drive there, wasn't it?
I believe it was. Let's not jinx ourselves. Knock on wood here, guys.
Eric, how has the complexion changed in this one down on the sideline for these Tornadoes after getting back within a score?
Oh, man, these guys came out of the locker room with a completely different energy that they showed in the first half, and they brought it out to the field. It showed on that drive. They looked focused.
Well, the Tornadoes taking care of business on the opening drive here in the second half as this rolls out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
I'm going to keep that momentum rolling that you came out of the locker room with there half. You turned it into points, now turned it into a defensive stop.
And defense did a pretty great job in the first half, limiting a high-powered offense. Let's see if they continue that here in the second half and pick up where the offense kind of spotted them.
You made a great point. Tornadoes did kind of come out here with a little bit of the momentum. They had a huge stop after Huron was just barreling down in a 2-minute drive.
About to make it a 3-score game.
That just made it look like it was ready to score at will, and the Tornadoes got a huge stop to keep this one from getting further. Tornadoes within a score as Holler on the handoff here.
There you go. Another big stop defensively.
Raglow taken down behind the line. You know, guys, one of the things I think we're forgetting about is that huge return on the kickoff that Egbert kind of set him up for this short field. So again, all around, three phases.
I say again, I think it's just whatever happened, whatever they had to drink in the locker room at halftime, it got the boys pumped up there. And yeah.
2nd and 14 after a loss by Raglow here. So 7:30 in the third quarter, 13-6 now after Tiffin marched down the field and punched it in on the legs of number 21, Jack Cecil. There you go. Hey, big defensive play as they're able to sack Landon Holler.
I tell you what, guys, it makes you wonder if that stopped there right before halftime, if this defense didn't put their foot down and say, enough is enough.
I tell you what, Greggy, I did a disservice to this Columbian defense the last time I was on the broadcast, but you can't get it mixed up there as Nevin Newman and Luke the Kirshner comes into the backfield for a huge stop.
Swallowed him.
Bring up a 3rd and 21 with Huron with their back in the shadow of their own goalpost.
Change his name to Luke Krushner. That's those, man. Some big old hits.
3rd down from the 9-yard line here is Holler. Gonna have to pick up big yardage as they give it to the running back. Oh my goodness!
Wow.
Is he still in? He's still running.
Wow!
I didn't see any whistle. I didn't see anybody stop.
Yeah, the play kept going.
I'm not sure where they're gonna call him out.
Let's see what the ref's gonna say. They're spotting right back there.
Official's going to say he's short of the first down.
Yeah.
Goodness. Huge run by the Tigers there.
And that's why the officials are so important in this game. That could have been a touchdown run right there.
No doubt.
Somebody's eyes didn't see the sideline.
I know it comes down to almost every play in this one, especially in the final 24 minutes here from Frost-Kalnow Stadium. But you got to think, this is a big 4th down decision. They are going to punt it here.
I mean,
with such a close scoring game now.
Great job by the Tornadoes defense again, getting a big stop here to start the second half.
I think they marked that way short.
Yeah. I thought he got further.
I thought it was going to be a 4th and a baby's toe.
Yeah, I thought he got much further along.
Well,
hey, we'll take that. Yeah, we'll take that.
It was the other side of the field. We couldn't see it from here.
I know, but I'll just say it again. Of course, they're going to punt it there.
Tommy, would you say the shadow of his own end zone? So the shadow of that side over there. So Tiffin gets the ball back. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line after the punt.
I can't. You can't understate how important that stop was.
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
Opening drive by the Huron Tigers, coming out of the locker room. The Tornadoes get a big stop right after coming out and hitting the Tigers right in the mouth to start the things off here in the 3rd quarter. Now the Tornadoes with a chance to perhaps knot this one up here.
1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. Gooding looking to get some things going here for the Tornadoes. They hand it off.
Slicing and dicing right up the middle.
Yeah, number 3, Brandeberry.
That line is just starting to come alive for the Tornadoes.
It's exactly what you need.
Huron came out with their hair on fire to start the – they're going to wave the flag
Yeah,
off.
no flag.
Oh, okay.
The Huron came out with their hair on fire to start that first half, able to get some pressure on Gooding. And here, coming out of the locker room, just night and day.
Well, I mean, guys,
the way these Tornadoes, that Tornado front has been able to handle.
Brandeberry gets it again. He should have a 1st down as he gets around the edge and is taken down at midfield by a huge hit there by, number 33, Nathan Polterfield.
Polterfield is going to be making the running back see Poltergeist after that huge hit.
It was enough for a 1st down, so move those chains. 1st and 10 from midfield as Brandeberry able to get enough to keep this thing moving.
But yeah, guys, in that first half, this Columbian Tornadoes team, from my viewpoint, I'm like, they're a better team than this. They're not playing up to their full potential, and I think that they acknowledged that there in the halftime in the locker room, came out and said, let's be the team that we know we can be here.
Gooding dancing, rolls to his right, throws it incomplete.
Very
as nowhere to go. Yeah, throws it away, and that'll bring up 2nd down for the Tornadoes.
Yeah, you don't want to give the ball away on any squandered opportunities.
And that was a nice job by Huron to dial up the pressure a little bit. But the Tornadoes gave Gooding all the time that he needed to make a quality throw there. Gooding's got to be quick with it, especially against the way this defense had been chasing after him in the first half.
5 minutes, 11 seconds here in the third quarter. Huron 13, Tiffin 6. We've got 2nd and 10 from the 50-yard line for the Tornadoes as they're looking to respond. And it's Cecil right up the middle, hard-nosed football. He's continuing to push forward.
Cecil driving the sled. That's why you do it.
Great job by Cecil.
And legs moving to churn up huge chunk yardage.
Bring up 3rd and short after a big run by number 21.
Oh, I thought that was enough. No home loving.
Yeah, they came. I was gonna say they came close with the initial push to the pile, but it's just a little short there. But man, you gotta love a tough running back like that. Keeps the legs
having a
driving.
good game tonight, gentlemen. Good game. 3rd and short from the 42-yard line. Cecil in the backfield with Gooding, and Cecil's gotten the Lions' share of the work in the backfield with
the play up there.
Yeah, with Mason Seitz out tonight. Cecil, first down, flag on the field though.
So credit to the coaching staff down there. You know, they saw something on the defense. They said, hey, guys, let's switch it up to this play. We're going to pick up this first down. See what the flag was about, though.
Yeah, we're hearing whispers that it's going to be on Tiffin, but we'll wait for it. And it is on Tiffin.
Yeah,
so what was a first down run is going to come back, and we're going to do this over again. That's too bad. And look, penalties stalled out a couple drives in the first half. Let's hope that they're able to make up for that and keep this drive alive here in the second half.
I'll tell you guys, I didn't think that play had even developed enough for anybody to commit a penalty. It was a quick play.
It was, yes.
And just a backbreaker in the momentum swing of the Tornadoes as they were trying to get this one back. They were already past the 50.
Yeah,
now you're moving backwards on 3rd and 12.
Huge 10-yard penalty pushes them back. 3rd and 12 from the 48.
Got to overcome those penalties. You couldn't do it in the first half. See if you can do it here in the second half.
Egbert gets it.
There you go.
And
first down, Tiffin.
He has been the difference maker for the Tornadoes here tonight.
Egbert sets up the first drive of the half with a huge return.
And that's
gets a
big
dump
time,
off
guys.
there and gets a big first down for Tiffin.
Big time. It was hard enough for them to get first downs in the first half, but let alone on a 12-yard conversion there.
Yeah, you see on this NLS Professional Grounds first down during the CLOUSE construction replay.
Big chunk yard there.
Egbert able to get it. Now the jet sweep here. Braymeyer.
Oh, nice
right
job.
Side.
Ooh.
He's still on his feet.
There you go.
Yeah, they're gonna. I think face mask. Yeah, on Braymeyer as one of the defenders grabbed him.
That was a nice little cut back inside move. He got the defender turned inside out and his back facing him.
You know, we were talking about Egbert on that last one as we're waiting for the official announcement. That's only his 2nd reception of the season here, and it was a huge one to get the first down conversion. And waiting to see what happens on this one is Braymeyer.
And if you haven't already, folks,
Is
go ahead and like and share this one. Tell your friends. The Tornadoes are on the move here. 3:20 minutes. We're 3:27.
Which way are they
here
on
in
the
the
move?
third quarter?
His refs can't seem to make up their mind. He started walking this way. Now he's facing the other way.
And folks, there is still time
there you go.
for you to get your fan of the game submissions and inbox us on Facebook or Instagram. Show us how you're set up tonight, watching tonight's game, and you could be the YANICH Oral Surgery and Dental Implants fan of the game. Again, we can't thank you all for your support. And now a 1st and 10, fresh set of downs for the Tornadoes.
After the penalty, huge shift in momentum here. 15 yards goes a long way. 1st and 10 from the 14. Seisel
Play fake.
right up the middle. And he's been a strong runner all night long for the Tornadoes. And he picks up a couple there. It'll bring up 2nd and long for Tiffin.
Yeah, Nate likes to call that a bell cow running back. He just puts the team on his shoulders and able to get up huge chunk yardage. And Greggy, I've always had that analogy, hey, you want this guy to get you 4 yards, he can get you 4 yards. You want him to get more, he'll get you 4 yards.
All right, so it's going to be Burkett in the backfield joining Gooding. Gooding tosses it to Burkett.
Nice.
He's going to be hit behind the line by number 11, Landon Holler.
Holler with the read
Jeez.
on that pitch out.
Man.
And just makes Columbian pay for it there. Personnel switch now. You see Seisel getting back in there.
Man, Holler was all over that one. Nowhere to go. Long 3rd down here for Tiffin.
It looked like every pitch kind of run that I've ever tried to run in Madden. I get smoked in the outside. Just snuffed out right away.
2 minutes, 15 seconds here in the third quarter of play. Huron 13, Tiffin 6. Tiffin trying to keep this drive alive, going for it. And it's Russell from the corner. Incomplete, no good.
No flag.
I was looking for the flag, too.
Yep.
Great defense.
Hands kind of tied up a little bit, but not enough there.
On 3rd and 11, you bring out your trips right package that brings Walker in on the situation. And you know they're going to go for something deep there. That was a nice coverage by the Tigers. Bring up 4th and 11. We'll see what the Tornadoes do. They're going to kick a field goal here.
Be interesting to see what kind of what we got in the kicker here. He missed the extra point, but every kick's different at the high school level.
Connor Reese hit a 45-yard field goal earlier in the season, so this is certainly within his range. As the ball was tipped at the line, is it good enough? It's good.
Oh wow!
It is. Ball was tipped at the line, but still went through. 3 points for Tiffin.
I can't. Wow, man, that thing. Somebody check the air in that ball and see if it's deflated a little bit. That thing just floated. I can't believe it made it long enough, guys.
Oh my goodness.
Oh wow, I cannot believe that crossed over. That was incredible to watch. Let's check it out. Check it out again. Check this out.
We
yeah,
see
from this
here,
angle, I didn't think it was going to make it, guys.
Reese, a little bit of fingertips by the Tigers. Still enough juice on it to get it loose and get the Tornadoes still within striking distance, but the Tigers lead 13-9 with 2:02 remaining here in the third quarter, Dom.
Reese, he's got a powerful leg, but tipped right there at the line and just barely went through. But one-score game here from Frost-Kalnow Stadium as Tiffin is able to punch it in from 26 yards out and get the field goal.
I tell you what, that field goal could be a huge difference maker here, guys. It may not have got the touchdown on that drive, but they came away with some points.
I tell you what, though, that Tigers defense, they were sweating, but I think they can take a little bit of a sigh of relief. You always rather give up 3 than they give up 6.
Absolutely. They still have the lead, and your offense has done a hell of a job as well. So let's see what they come up with as the Tigers bring it out from inside the 15, pushing their way up to the 26-yard line. And that's where Huron's going to bring the offense back out.
And time of possession is going to become all that imperative here, Dom. You talk about this game, this coming out of the half, Tiffin Columbian, they've had the ball for about 9 minutes of this 12-minute quarter, and Holler really hasn't been able to show up or show out here in the second half thus far, but we'll see what they come out with here on this drive.
Was it just me, fellas, or on that kick return there, was he doing his best Michael Myers impression, the way he slowed down and just kind of stalked behind his blockers there and just walked behind him? I was like, ooh, intimidating.
All right, 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line here. Holler throws it to Barrett. Barrett's got a little space as he brings it up to the 35-yard line.
Got to make those tackles.
It'll be 2nd and short for the Tigers. 1:43 here in the third quarter.
Can't let these Tigers get it moving like that.
Nevin Newman a little shaken up as he just took a shot to the thigh pads there.
It's a hard-hitting team out here.
2nd and 3 from the 34 now.
He's been waiting with a bated breath, trying to get back out there.
Holler fakes it. 1st down and more to Barrett.
And when a team is so good at the pass and the run, you just have to respect it like that. Just a quick fake handoff, pulls it right back in, and just lightning pass.
Yeah, number 6, Braxton Barrett. You know, he's just he gets 72 yards a night, and he was pretty quiet in the first half, but we've heard his name a few more times here in the second. And 1st down for the Tigers, as they're now at the 47-yard line. 52 seconds here in the third quarter.
And you need your defense to show up for more than just one drive. They got to keep it up here.
And look at Holler reading the defense. Still hands it.
Oh, who read what now?
Oh,
great job
huge
there.
Stop. It looks like Arias.
What
Take another look at that one, guys. Just right up there. He said, where are you going?
Not shy about what he was doing on that one as Arias. He comes up with a huge play. And that's what you want to do. You want to have disruptive downs, Greg.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to trademark that right now. Disruptive downs, meaning you want to get these Tigers on their heels in a precarious position.
Get them out of their rhythm.
2nd and 13 definitely helps throw them out of their rhythm, Greg.
I think they might just let this one run out here, guys. We're about to end the quarter.
Yeah, that'll do it here from third quarter in Tiffin, Ohio, as Huron has the football. They're driving. Big second down coming up. They've got a 13-9 lead.
Hey folks, Baby Voice here, and you're watching high school football on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
The barn is back, and so is the fun. Starting September 20th, explore Ream's famous corn maze. Meet friendly barnyard animals and make memories that last all season long. Barnyard Fun runs through October 26th, so don't miss it. At Ream's Produce Farm, where fun grows. Find out more at funacres.net. At UIS Insurance and Investments, we're committed to protecting what matters most. That's why we partner with Auto Owners Insurance, offering reliable coverage and personalized service from people you can trust. UIS and Auto Owners Insurance, working together to keep you covered no matter what life throws your way. It's time for high school football on Heart of Ohio Sports.
And we're back at Frost-Kalnow Stadium. Fourth quarter here. Huron 13, Tiffin 9, and Huron's got the football here, so 2nd and 13 from the 44-yard line. Holer looking to pass. Oh, goodness. Whew. My, Brandeberry just laid out the intended receiver on that one.
Yeah, there's a few times where they try to go to that soft spot in the zone, and again, you put a receiver in harm's way when you throw to that soft spot, unable to get the catch, but he still pays for it there.
My goodness. Roman Hadala just took a shot, boys.
Well, 3rd and 13 now here, Don, to kick off the fourth quarter.
Hey, big one. We've been saying that a lot here, but this is huge for the Tornado defense, and they got it. Wow. Incomplete pass as number 12, Austin Sass, the intended receiver, unable to catch it. And Tiffin should get the ball back.
Big defensive
That is a big one indeed, Greg.
Great coverage there. The Tornadoes brought the coverage, brought the pressure there, but the Tigers' wall remained steadfast, able to get that one out there. But again, a tremendous read. Great job by the Tornadoes secondary to force the punt here as the Tornadoes are trying to march back. They've got 9 unanswered here.
High-hanging punt. Russell catches it at the 20-yard line, and that's where the Tiffin offense is going to come back out. And, of course, last time down the field, Tiffin was able to get a huge 26-yard field goal to make this a 4-point game. Let's see if they can get a little bit more this time, gentlemen.
Well, we were wondering when the Tornadoes were going to get here, and it looks like the Tornadoes are showing up here in the fourth quarter. But also, Friday Night Frosties are here, thanks to Heart of Ohio Sports and Wendy's. Show your game ticket by Monday. Either print your online ticket or bring in your ticket stub and score a free small Frosty with purchase. That's Friday Night Frosties by Wendy's and Heart of Ohio Sports. And folks, what a time to go check out the new Wendy's.
Yeah, the new Wendy's indeed. I was waiting for you to say this, Tommy. Friday Night Frosties, so good, and the new Wendy's makes it all that much worth it.
They even had the Frosty mascot there. It was love at first sight.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Cecil right up the middle on first down as he gets about 5 yards on that one. And, boys, I'm starting to like number 21 a whole heck of a lot down there. What a tough runner here for the Tornadoes.
Yeah, I talked to one of the Tornadoes coaches, and they said they liked how he hit. But when they want to run up the middle, he's the guy they want to run with because he runs with power.
Absolutely. 2nd and 6 from the 24. Gooding throwing it over the top, and does he? Bremeyer, the intended receiver, just a little too far, incomplete as they're trying to split the defenders.
Yeah, trying to split the defenders. That one's going to be ruled uncatchable as a receiver gets his feet tied up. But 3rd and 6 now.
Yeah, they've done that a couple times tonight here. Try to take a shot to Bremeyer, and both times overthrew him. So it'll bring 3rd and 6 from the 24 here for Tiffin. They want to get this to keep their offense out on the field. Gooding throws it to Russell. Russell incomplete as he drops it. Just slipped right through his hands, gentlemen. And they had some blockers there if he was able to hold on to it, but no good.
The game of chess begins now, fellas, here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you still got a lot of football left here. And the Tornadoes have done a tremendous job defensively when they've been able to successfully flip the field here, Dom.
4th and 6, and the punt is going to be a big one here. And we've seen a couple good punts by number 16, Connor Reese, tonight.
But here in the fourth quarter, you're going to have to capitalize off every drive and run your offense. One thing you can't do is allow the heroics of Holler to lead this team to the win here, as they're still up 13-9.
Fair catch at the 36-yard line, and that's where Mr. Holler's going to take over, Tommy. It was Caleb Staley who caught it. So 1st and 10 from the 37. We've got about 11 minutes here in the game. Huron has a 4-point lead, and last time around, this Tiffin defense came up huge, and they were able to stop them and get the ball back. Let's see if they can make it 2 here in the second, in their second drive in the second half.
Yeah, fruitless on the last 2 drives by the Tigers. Tornadoes desperate to get another stop here, still playing from behind after 9 unanswered.
They run it, no gains, 2nd and long for the Tigers.
That's a good point, Tommy. I forgot that the Tigers had gone up 13-0. Tornadoes have put 9 on the board since then. So all the momentum right now, you would think, is going towards the Tornadoes.
Yeah, you would think, but this is the thing, is that Holler, he's what I call, he had that Carnation instant breakfast this morning, and it gives you instant offense. And Holler, he's able to score on you.
2nd and 9 from 38-yard line, 10:22 here in the fourth quarter. Huron with a 4-point lead. Holler looking to pass, steps up, flushed out of the pocket onto the right, flag on the field here, up to the 40-45 as he's going to be pushed out of bounds.
And that was discipline by the Tornado secondary, who's seen the flag and not putting laying the wood to Holler there as he was trying to find the outside.
And that'll be the 5th penalty of the night on Huron, as this one is going to push them back. And what was a great run by Holler is no more.
Now, Eric, on a huge penalty like that, you got to get over there to the student section and get those guys rowdy. Wave those T-shirts over there. We'll throw it down to you here in a moment, pending this huge down as the Tigers march this one back. It's going to be 2nd and 19.
Back to the 28-yard line here for the Tigers. Holler from the shotgun. Quarterback keeper. He's going to be hit, taken down around the 30-yard line.
Good read by the defense there. Eric, how's that student section looking down there?
I might have our fan of the game down here already.
Yeah,
he's wearing our Bleacher Creature cape right now.
Oh, nice.
The whole student section going, man.
And you didn't get a picture of him in the cape? Come on, Eric.
He's got the cape on. I just needed the breeze blowing and blow the cape in the wind.
Now, he can't keep the cape. You know that, right, Eric? You got to get it back from him.
Yeah, he knows.
Great job by Donnie.
I told him I'd make sure he got himself a shirt.
3rd and 17.
A big 3rd down here, guys. This defense could stand tall for the 3rd time in a row.
Bounces it to the outside. He's got some room.
You got to bring him down. Wow, he almost backed his way into the first down.
Number 22, Hayden Wilson with a carry. He's going to be well short of that first down marker. Looks like right around the 42-yard line here, so 4th down.
Even if he forced a punt, though, you just give them so much breathing room to get a nice clean punt off here and flip the field. But the offense,
guys,
remains.
Wait, we're looking at 3 yards here?
4th and 3.
Yeah,
I told you.
3 to 4 yards.
Turnabout is fair play.
He got carried out of bounds there, and I thought,
Shades of the first half. The Tornadoes were stopped on their 4th down attempt at midfield. Let's see now.
Is turnabout fair play? Like you
Holler
said,
trying to get him to jump with the hard count.
That would be the move. So if I was
going to be timeout Huron.
Yeah. Smart move there. Just trying to get the free first down, but if you can't get it, you got to play smart ball.
So what I thought the Tornadoes were going to do in that first half on that 4th and 2 situation, Dom, the Huron Tigers, Coach Sam Holler, trying to play some trickery down there, getting this offense
You thought the Tornadoes were going to do that, and they came right off the bat and just snapped the ball. But it didn't pay off too well for him. You saw there, like you said, Tommy, Huron trying to play the smart ball, but Columbian very well disciplined, holding their water there.
That's night and day from where the last time I've seen this defense with that discipline issue, with those little missteps, those miscues, those week one mistakes that we had talked about prior. All of that's alleviated here at the midpoint. You're fighting and you're jockeying for position and you're trying to gather all the computer points you can.
Here we go, 4th and 3rd from the 44-yard line as Huron looking to punt the ball away, and Tiffin had a clean look at it as the low line drive is going to bounce out of bounds right around the 21-yard line.
So stay away from that one, let it clean.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and you talk about not wanting to make any mistakes, to be able to pull up and grant mercy to the punter there says a lot about the poise and determination by this Tornado offense, who are looking to ring the victory bell here tonight. But they still have to come back. It's a Tiger ball game, 13-9 here, 9:16 remaining in the fourth quarter, Dom, to start this drive.
And this is a big drive. Tiffin, they've burned up a lot of clock here in the second half. They've only got 3 points to count for it here. They got to get a few more. So 9:16 left in the game.
Say only 3 points to count for it, but no points
down.
from Huron.
Yes, that's the key there. That's a good point. Flag on the field as Tiffin is knocked down at the line. See what this one's for.
Yeah, what happens on first and second down becomes all that much more imperative down the stretch, because if you're able to get some yards on first and second down, Dom, it opens up that playbook. It helps eat clock, and it helps put long, sustained drives together.
This one, a big one, is a 10-yard penalty against Tiffin is going to push them back inside the 10-yard line. So instead of 2nd and 10, it's now 1st and 20 from the 10-yard line. So let's see what they do. Gooding from the shotgun, looking to pass, looking to his left, looking to his right, dumps it off, nearly intercepted, and they caught it.
Wow.
Who was it? Was it Bremeyer? All right,
Yeah,
it's number 21, Cecil, who caught it on the tip.
Wow, I'm telling you guys.
They got lucky on that one.
Yeah, you talk about it being just too high for the interception, just almost too low for the catch, but just an incredible job reaching down there. Look at this. Just reaching down almost to the ground and snatching that one up.
Great job by Cecil catching the ball. Picks up 10 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 10 for Tiffin after they got lucky on the tip. Here we go, Gooding, quick snap. He's got his man, Bremeyer, 1st down and more. And he's going to be taken down at the 37-yard line, and Tiffin's moving the ball.
And how you target Bremeyer, that's exactly one of those weapons that you can use. Him in stride is one of the most deadly weapons that you can put against a defense. And Bremeyer there showing you why, as now the Tornadoes, who were backed up into the end zone after a penalty to start this one, the Tornadoes are back in business at the 36.
And Bremeyer averages 12 yards a catch, and you see it right there as he picked up 12 on the catch. They get the 1st down, and the officials are kind of pausing things here, gentlemen.
Look like they were substituting somebody in.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Huron's got a few people coming and going.
But man, you aren't kidding, Tommy. He threw that the almost interception came from his goal line.
Same play. Bremeyer, 1st down and more. 40, 35, 30. He's still on his feet. 20, one man to beat. Bremeyer's in, and it's a score.
Wow, guys.
64 yards, number 17. Bremeyer takes it to the house.
You run a 4-4 against the Columbian offense, and once again the zone coverage proves to be fatal as the same soft spot finds Bremeyer out in the open, crosses 3 defenders and splits it up. Goes sideline to sideline and up for the score. And the Tornadoes now have the lead.
What a play as they dialed it up twice in a row to number 17, and he made Huron pay for it as he just busts a 64-yard touchdown catch on him. Gives them the lead. Pending the PAT, we could have, there you go. PAT is good. It is now 16-13. Columbian on top.
And what do we say about that 3-point kick there, guys? Big time could be the difference maker. We have to see how this one ends. It's been a good
We've
second
got
half.
a great game here in Tiffin, Ohio, as the Columbian Tornadoes just took the lead in some memorable fashion.
Yeah, you talk about battling back.
Oof.
16 minutes. The
Goodness.
Tornadoes
Keeping that offense off the field of the
16
Tigers.
points.
I don't think you could ask for a better time to get these students some T-shirts right now because
That's
they
right.
are fired up right now.
This is the time here. You get that crowd fired up. You get the momentum going behind the home team here.
Come on, you gotta do better than that, Eric. Get him roll. Make him beg for it.
Come on, you're supposed to put like 3 footballs in your hand and toss them out like a firework.
Hey, man.
Tiffin takes a lead after a huge touchdown catch from Gooding to Bremeyer. It is 16-13. As you see our very own sideline reporter throwing some prizes up there for the fans. And new life here in Tiffin, Ohio, as the Tornadoes have really turned things around here in the second half.
Yeah, and you couldn't understate the importance of this one, Dom, for this Tornado squad who had a rough go of it to start this season. Their first home game in that stretch of 5 games, a must-win situation in my estimation here, Dom. On senior night, you have to come away with a big win here. But Holler is going to make you work for it, as now he's going to strap up, he's going to pack his lunch, and he's going to try to get this offense awake and try to get them back to work.
You know, it's always good to be home, and right now Tiffin's feeling good about it as they got a 3-point lead. All right, let's see how the Tigers respond. Holler, quarterback keeper, he's going to work his way up a couple yards as he's met by a very strong Tiffin defense.
I mean, this has got to be unfamiliar territory for these Tigers, gentlemen. They've been scoring over 40 points a game, and they've got 13 on the board right now.
That's a great point, Greg. And again, you have to talk about the meat grinder of a schedule that this Tornado squad imposes on itself each and every year. You talk about that run against Bishop Watterson last week, a state-ranked team who, again, made you play up to their level and try to play up to their tempo. So the Tornadoes have carried that into this week.
2nd and 6 for the Tigers. Holler rolls to his right, looking to pass, pump fake, throws it again. He's got it. Great catch. Number 10, Gavin Feig. And going to be pushed out of bounds. First down for the Tigers.
So they waited, turn his body in bounds, keep driving, try to get more out of that one, you know.
Actually,
that's a fighting team.
I think it was number 18, Robert Fisher, who got the carry there. Doesn't matter. Tigers first down as they're getting close to midfield. 7:22 left in tonight's contest.
And the Tigers with that NLS professional grounds first down gives them a fresh set of down. And again, can go back to work with the ball at the 44.
That's some fresh life here with 7 minutes left.
Holler from the shotgun. Hands it off to number 22 as Hayden Wilson takes it off to the right side, taken down after gaining about 3 yards.
We had talked about at the top of the pregame, Dom, presented by XCARET, that you can't allow this one to turn into a shootout. The Tornadoes, they really turned it up defensively in the second half with 16 unanswered here. But now down the stretch with 6:40 remaining,
you got to hold strong.
You got to hold strong, and you cannot allow this one to turn into a shootout as you go into the final 5 minutes of this one.
6:30 left in the game. And Holler, he's got it. Yeah, there you go. Caleb Staley catches it, but is dropped immediately. Loss on the play. That's going to bring up 3rd and long for the Tigers.
That's the kind of defense you need to have out there on the field if you're going to win this game for the Tornadoes here
And
tonight.
what a play by Walker. As you talk about, normally you see the Tigers use that play, and the receiver, he cuts it up inside, Dom. That time he decides to elect to go outside, and Walker's there to meet him. What a tremendous play. And a huge
defense has come up big all night long, Tommy. Yeah.
Third brings up 3rd and 9 now. 3rd and long.
3rd and long from the 45-yard line. Holler throws it back. He's got his running back. Yeah.
Good job.
I think it was Hayden Wilson again. Knocked out of bounds. 4th down.
Well, now 5:42 ball close to midfield.
That time starting to become a factor now.
Ball at midfield.
Yeah, it's what kind of decision
they're
you're going to make?
No, they're going to try to get a stop. They're going to try to punt it away here.
How about this
Unless their
defense, though? I
defense-
mean, yeah. Coming up big. They forced 2 consecutive punts by this high-powered Huron offense. And quarterback keeper is a fake. It's a fake.
Oh, my
Holler
goodness.
throws it. They've got a first down and more.
Wow.
As number 33, Nathan Portfield, catches it. And Huron caught Tiffin completely flat-footed, but there's a flag on the field.
Wow, guys. Wow. I mean,
We didn't see that coming.
Man downfield.
man,
Eric,
you say
saying
illegal
that there's
man
a legal
down?
man
Yeah, what was
downfield.
Eric,
I mean,
repeat
that's-
yourself.
Is what Columbian
That's what, you're going to have that sometimes when you're trying to police
Columbian
fake
trying to
trickery
plead,
plays.
saying that
Yeah,
illegal
Columbian
man
coaches were all
downfield.
over that.
Yeah, and the coaches would know. They know the
See if this is a call, but I still haven't seen any laundry.
They picked it up
yeah.
just a second ago, but they're calling it now.
Yeah.
Oh, they are going to call.
You got it, Eric.
Yes.
Yeah, this is on Huron. It's coming back.
But how do you call it what you don't see? I mean,
Credit to the coaching staff, maybe. I don't know.
But
Yeah.
I can tell you
Coaches saw
that.
it, man.
Man,
I can tell you that officials are batting 1,000 with coaches' plea in history, but in this one,
Well, the conversion is no more. It's going to be 4th and
Wow.
in 10 for Huron.
and
now
now
tell you
the
what,
defense
I would still
has-
watch for the fake.
They're going to do it again.
Yeah, I'm
it looks
telling
like
you.
Huron.
I'm telling you.
baiting them.
You would never put it past them, guys.
Yeah. Ooh. And it's going to go in the end zone. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, the team with this kind of talent, the explosiveness that they have at those positions, I wouldn't put it past them any down to try to go for it. So.
Well, Holler here, he kind of tippy-toed to his right both times.
Yeah, he was waiting to see if it was there.
Exactly, yeah.
You know how that play goes. They'll roll out and kick it if it's not there, throw it if it is.
So after a crucial discussion at
Huge,
midfield by the officials on a huge 4th down conversion, the illegal man downfield brings that one back, forces the Tiger punt, and after 16 unanswered against the Tigers punt the ball and give the Tornadoes the ball back at the 20-yard line with 5:18 remaining and a 3-point lead here on senior night, Dom.
All they have to do is hang on to that football, give it to number 21.
You got to play.
you got 5 minutes here.
But you have to play to win, not play to not to lose.
Gooding, quarterback keeper, as he's taken down around the 25-yard line.
And you know how you play to win? You pick up those first downs, Tommy. You
Yep.
just keep it rolling.
And what a stark contrast from that first half
Yeah.
and the 3rd down conversions.
They
Count
weren't getting them
6.
then, they're getting them now.
3rd down conversions in this half with 4:56 remaining.
They've cleaned up on the penalties here in the second half. Just just making a lot more happen here, making a lot more out of the opportunities that they're afforded here.
2nd and 6 from the 24-yard line. We've got 4 minutes, 40 seconds left in tonight's football game. Tiffin has a 3-point lead, and they're hoping to hold on to it here with this offensive drive. Gooding gives it to Cecil. Cecil, number 21, dives forward as he's close to the first down marker, but just short. That'll bring up 3rd down for Tiffin.
Oh, what a crucial down now for the Tigers. As the one thing that the Tornadoes are trying to do, you don't see them having a sense of urgency to get to the line. And the reason for that is you do not want to give Holler and this offense the ball back in any circumstances. You want to keep it out of the hands of the talented quarterback as much as possible. And if you can get this offense clicking and driving, especially with the game on the line this late,
You can end it with your offense.
you can end it with your offense out there. On
3rd and short
Gotta
from the
play it
28.
right.
Quarterback keeper Gooding pushes right up the
What a
middle.
huge-
That's going to be close. Let's see where they spot it here.
No,
Did he get
there's
enough?
no way.
Eric says
Eric
yes, he
said he
did.
got enough. He's down there by the 30.
Let's see if they tell him to move the chains. The refs are looking.
They got
he's
it.
nodding.
Good call, Eric.
They say you're on the sideline. You'd see the best angle, Eric. The ref's still
Got a
taking his
perfect
time.
angle right now.
He still hasn't. He has not called it first
Call
down.
it short.
Yeah.
Nope, there we go. There we go.
Yeah,
I
the
say,
one-
Yeah, one
say that-
official by Coach Lutz is saying it's a first down.
I said he shook his head.
Yeah, all right, now they're moving. All right, 1st and 10 from the 30 after a little confusion by the chain gang.
Let's take a look at this one here, guys. Again, not the best angle to try to see this. Eric had a better angle, but just enough. He only needed 2, and he just falls forward there. And like you said, Tommy, sometimes you just fall forward, get a few yards out of it.
Play clock under 10 here.
3:20 left in the game. High snap, gives it to Cecil right up the middle. 35, 36, 37 as Cecil picks up big yardage on the first down.
And I tell you this much, at this point, Dom, I mean, we talk about just the second half resurgence out of this Tornado squad, but this is still the Tigers' game to lose. It really is. I mean, it was one of those situations where the Tornadoes have come back on you, have taken the lead, but now your defense can't falter. I don't really think all the momentum was left your sideline, but if the Tornadoes are able to hold the ball here and put together a tremendous drive and give you a short clock to work with, that might be about it for them.
And we've seen this Huron offense pick up yards in a hurry as the wide snap is wrestled in by Gooding as he runs up to the 40-yard line. He's pretty close to the first down.
Ooh, it's going to be close.
Yeah, Eric, you're literally at the 40-yard line. Did they get it?
It looked identical.
Yeah, there's
to
the
that
motion.
last one,
There's
man.
the motion.
Yep.
He landed right on that line.
And that's good for
There you
another
go.
NLLS professional grounds first down. Oh, my.
Goodness.
2:18. Look at this.
It's
Time
still rolling.
is dissipating. 3 timeouts.
Yeah.
Or 2 timeouts for Huron still.
You got your timeouts up, but you have to play it smart when you use them here now as the time's running down. You got to.
But that also forces the up-tempo, Greg, especially if you get this one down under 2 minutes.
You keep converting
2 minutes.
these downs. And
Tiffin's taking their time here.
Off the edge.
Cecil right up the middle. He's going to be hit at the 42.
you got to think maybe
And they
here's
keep
time for a
driving,
timeout.
and the time
And
keeps
the
going.
clock keeps
You gotta
going.
think they're gonna call him
149.
here. Yep, there it is.
Timeout
Yeah.
Huron. There it
That's
is. Burn one of those timeouts. 1:49 left in the game, and Tiffin is just doing everything they can to melt the clock away.
So you can feel that one there after just a short gain by the Tornadoes offense. That defense said, all right, guys, now's the time for the timeout. We've got them at 2nd and long here.
And here's the thing I'm not so sure of, which is what's nice about this Tornado drive, is you can't necessarily say that they're playing conservative here. They're just running their offense.
Exactly.
And Huron has not had an answer for that inside zone.
Because if they were playing conservative, they would have already gone their 3 and out, and they would have punted the ball away by now.
And Tommy, you mentioned a little bit earlier one of the keys that you got to run the ball. You got to establish the run, and that's exactly what they're doing right here.
Much better job here in the second
Yes,
half of
yes.
getting the blocks, following the blockers, doing a little trickery. The quarterback keeping it a few times himself, and just doing a great job of converting these 3rd downs into 1st downs here in the second half.
And one of the more pleasant surprises of the evening is number 21, Brock Cecil, who's seized the moment here and has done an excellent job leading as the leading rusher tonight. And
There he goes again.
Yeah, there he goes. Powers his way forward up to midfield. First down.
Huron brings the house.
Wow.
And the house of cards falls as Cecil runs through it. And they're able to move the chains once again as this one getting under 138 here in the 4th quarter.
Huron
What a drive.
brings the house and needed to bring the whole homeowners
See it right
association.
there.
That one,
Oh,
just
boy.
not enough. Just powering his way forward, just falling over that 1st down. Man, you got. Wait a minute, that calls for the NLS 1st down graphic here, guys. Again, just it's nice getting to use these ones here in the second half. Tiffin didn't have a whole lot of these in the 1st half.
No, not at all. And they've gotten quite a few on this drive. Yeah.
The victory formation.
1:11. And they're going to give it to Cecil again. No gain on this one as Huron still has 1 timeout, and they're going to use it right here. So they'll stop the clock at 1:07. And if you're Tiffin, really you should be able to burn this the rest of the clock and go home a winner.
Yeah, I'm not even really sure what
You would
maybe
think.
just a moral timeout here to keep your team's head up, but yeah, at
Yeah,
this
you
point,
use it. Anything can happen type of moment.
Yeah.
I tell you this,
Yeah, at
man.
this point, TC has one job, and that is just to hang on to the ball. And this game's over.
And I tell you, Cecil's just out there running like a wrecking ball in that last run, guys. He ran into the defender and it made my shoulders hurt. I was like, oh, geez, come on, man.
Well, as
Take it
coaches
easy.
clearly communicate to their players what to anticipate during the final minutes of this one. Remind you that this timeout brought to you by Joe Bailiff's Route 30 Harley-Davidson. Walk in, right out.
So here's an interesting one for you guys. Brock Cecil comes into tonight's game, 11 rushes for 25 total yards. He's had that many yards on this drive alone. Think about that. He's had a tremendous night tonight here as Tiffin is come back in the second half, 16 unanswered points, and they're 1 minute away from their second victory of the season.
That's the formation. Just backs up, takes a little bit more time off the clock, you know.
Gooding goes down at the 45, and that'll keep the clock going now. Tick, tick, tick. We're at 50 seconds left in tonight's game. Of course, you want to make sure you stay tuned here for our post-game show, which will be coming at you. We've got all sorts of things to work out. We've got to talk player of the game, fan of the game. We've got a lot of stuff to sort. So 3rd and 15 from the 45-yard line, and this should do it for the Tornadoes. And they're going to kneel it. And that should wrap it all up as Tiffin Columbian Tornadoes come storming back in the second half. And they've got a huge 16-13 victory over the Huron Tigers.
What a way to put it, Dom. The Tornadoes storm back after weathering the first half storm of the Huron Tigers to come back 16 unanswered here in the second half to take home the victory. And now the Tornadoes are going to go up to the victory bell as this one is in the books. 16-13, your score from Frost-Kalnow. Folks, don't go anywhere. We still got more coming at you. We're going to name our fan of the game. We got our player of the game segment, and we also got the post-game show.
Brought to you by Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, all right here at Heart of Ohio Sports.
Don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
We are your neighbors, your sons and daughters. We are learning life and job skills and getting an education. We're proud to serve Ohio. We are your Ohio Army National Guard. Learn more about part-time service at nationalguard.com/OH.
My stomach is messed up.
The game's almost over. Can't you wait?
No, I gotta go right now.
Wow, really?
Swung on, hit the center, well hit. Back, and this one's gone. A home run for Connor Moyer on an 0-2
Needed
pitch.
that.
Smokes it to dead center.
Oh man, are you kidding me?
It happens. Never miss a moment. Heart of Ohio Sports. Stop down to Benchwarmers in Tiffin or call it in for delivery. Fresh cut fries, locally sourced ingredients, and phenomenal service. Give the Tiffin store a call at 567-268-9268 and place your delivery order now. Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery. You're locked into the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Heart of Ohio Sports. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
My stomach is messed up.
The game's almost over. Can't you wait?
No, I gotta go right now.
Wow, really?
Swung on, hit the center, well hit. Back, and this one's gone. A home run for Connor Moyer on an 0-2
Needed
pitch.
that.
Smokes it to dead center.
Oh man, are you kidding me?
It happens. Never miss a moment. Heart of Ohio Sports. Discover your passion for music at Forte Music in Tiffin. Whether you're looking for lessons, instruments, or accessories, Forte Music offers everything you need to take your sound to the next level. From beginners to experienced musicians, they've got you covered with expert guidance and top quality gear. Forte Music, where music lives. It's time for high school football on Heart of Ohio Sports. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Prevent opioid and stimulant misuse in your teen sports journey. Keep all medications locked and only use them as prescribed. Talk openly about the dangers of misusing painkillers and stimulants. Work with healthcare providers to find safe alternatives for pain and focus. Protect their future. Prevent misuse. Visit carsa.org for prevention tips and community resources.
Heart of Ohio Sports is your home for live video streaming of high school football. Don't settle for the rest when you can go with the best, right here on the pulse of the Buckeye State, Heart of Ohio Sports. It's time for high school football on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome back to the Your Legacy Federal Credit Union post-game show. We are live here from Frost-Kalnow Stadium. Tiffin Columbian dispatching the Huron Tigers 16-13 here on senior night. And Eric, I believe we're going to get ready for our player of the game segment here after the Pride Jacks. But again, we want to go ahead and thank our sponsors for bringing you this game live and paywall free. We want to go ahead and thank XCARET Mexican Restaurant, Hope in Fostoria, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, CLOUSE Construction, NLS Professional Grounds, UIS Insurance and Investments, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, VICEK Orthodontics, Drawn to the Surface, Green Produce Farm, Joe Bayless, Route 30 Harley-Davidson, YANICH Oral Surgery and Dental Implants, Forte Music, Ohio Army National Guard, FEASEL'S Frame and Collision, BUCKEYE IT Services, PLASONITE 3D Printing, STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Ink, Advantage Overhead Door, Simonis Detailing, First National Bank of Sycamore, the Edward Jones Offices of Tiffin, Wagner's Flower Shop and Greenhouse, Wendy's, and CLOUSE Electric. And now, for our Player of the Game segment, presented by Benchwarmers.
We got him down here on the field with Eric. Eric did his job.
What? Yeah.
Now chomping at the bit is this young man, Brock Cecil, looking to join his team and ring the victory bell. It's seemingly it's been a moment. You guys surviving this 5-game stretch with this being your lone home game during senior night. How are you feeling right now after being able to pull out the victory here?
I mean, this is amazing. This is like everything we dreamed of. I just want to say right away, this shouldn't go to me. This should go to my 5 offensive line blocking, my tight end blocking. It should all go to them. They did amazing tonight. And
that's great for you to give your linemen the shout-out they rightfully deserve, because they definitely came alive there in the second half. But I got to ask you there, late in the third, that 5-yard rush into the to get the touchdown, to get your team back in this one, and then the field goal by Connor Reese to kind of continue to get you guys closer. 16 unanswered. On that final drive, was the thought mentality, hey, offensively, we got to put some drives together and keep Haller and the Huron Tigers offense at bay and keep them off the field, and that comes by having a great balanced attack after some were questioning where the running game was coming into this week. So what were your thoughts coming into this one, and what was the emphasis at practice this week?
I mean, coming on this one, we worked so hard this week. We focused on running through, having high intensity, working really hard, and I think we really did that, especially the second half tonight. And that last drive, we just had to make sure to not give them the ball back. Have good ball security, keep running down their throats, get the first downs, and chew down the clock.
And that's exactly what you were able to do with your teammates there down the stretch, put together and convert on third down, those tremendous drives that were able to control the clock, control the tempo, and get into victory formation at the end. So, again, we won't hold you much longer. Any quick shout-outs that you want to give?
Just like I said before, my whole offensive line, they actually dominated. They dominated up front. Our tight end, too, we just dominated them. It should all go to them, not me. They dominated.
Do you have a favorite over there at Benchwarmers? Because we're gonna have a gift card for you here too, pal.
Oh, I like that, like the All-American one, the big pound hamburger. Oh, that one's great.
Well, again, we just want to congratulate you one more time. You were a pound of meat. driving that football and being a big Mahosker down there, following your offensive line and putting the Tigers to bed here tonight in front of the hometown crowd. Once again, we want to give it up for our Benchwarmers player of the game, Brock Cecil. Congratulations, young man.
Thank you.
Go join your teammates and go ring that victory bell.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys, another great game here tonight. And, of course, with every great game comes a great fan of the game. So we got to take a look here at our YANICH fan of the game. Eric sent me a picture earlier. Let's see if we got it in here. Right?
Yeah, our fan of the game presented by YANICH Oral Surgery and Dental Implants.
Owen Hickey, one of the fans down there, and had his whole body painted all the way up.
On location.
Must have not been able to find his black shirt tonight. I'm not really sure.
Luckily, we had a cape for him.
Keep him cold. Yeah. Keep him warm out there.
There you have it. YANICH Oral Surgery and Dental Implants. Fan of the game. But, Dom, let's go ahead and recap this one real quick and try to get out of here.
Absolutely, and it all started there in the first quarter there as the Huron Tigers struck first after going 90 yards down the field. Holler capped it off with a 1-yard TD run. Skip ahead to the second quarter, and Holler is able to connect with Barrett, his top receiver, on a 50-yard drive, and they get a TD catch, and at halftime it's 13-0, Huron over Tiffin, but that was just the first 2 quarters. It was the third quarter that made a huge difference here as Tiffin came out on fire. First, it's Cecil with his 5-yard TD run, our player of the game there, punching it in. Then it's Reese who gets a big field goal. And then the play of the game comes from none other than number 17, Bobby Bremeyer, as he, in the fourth quarter, catches a 64-yard touchdown. And that's where you get your 16-13 victory for the Tornadoes tonight.
And what a complete night and day performance by this Tiffin Columbian Tornado squad just in tonight's 48 minutes as, again, they came out that second half with a completely different mindset anybody could have got in their own head, especially with the way that the Tigers drove down the field to end that first half. But the Tornadoes went in with a little bit of momentum, just a little myconium of just some positive thinking, being able to get the stop during a just demanding 2-minute drive by the Huron Tigers to end that first half.
Yeah, and if they hadn't got the stop there, guys, could we be looking at a different second half in this one? Or 3-score game, that could have been all she wrote for this one.
Yeah, and if they would have been able, if they would have kicked that field goal in that, it would have been 16-16 ball game.
Yeah, absolutely
and
right.
so again, could have a little late for could haves. The Tornadoes show up and show out on senior night. We want to go ahead and thank our sponsors one more time here tonight, Dom. And
absolutely. We've got so many amazing sponsors here at Heart of Ohio Sports. I want to thank XCARET Mexican Restaurant, Hope in Fostoria, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, CLOUSE Construction, NLS, Professional Grounds, UIS Insurance and Investment, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, VICEK Orthodontics, Drawn to the Surface, RIEHM Produce Farms, Joe Bailiff Route 30, Harley-Davidson, YANICH Oral Surgery and Dental Implants, Forte Music, Ohio Army National Guard, FEASEL'S Frame and Collision, Buckeye IT Services, PLASONITE 3D Printing, STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Ink, Advantage Overhead Door, First National Bank of Sycamore, the Edward Jones Offices of Tiffin, Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse, Wendy's, CLOUSE Electric, and the Tiffin Columbian Gridiron Club. All proud sponsors here at Heart of Ohio Sports.
And well, Dom, this week here at the midpoint, what a ride it's been thus far, and I was definitely happy to sit on the call with you this week, giving a little bit of different flavor to the adrenaline stream this week and bringing you this great Tiffin Columbian football game where the Tornadoes once again were victorious 16-13. But again, this wouldn't be possible without our great sponsors, but also not possible without our great staff. So we also want to thank Eric Hall, our sideline reporter, for keeping you up to date and keeping you in the game on the sideline down there. We also want to thank Donnie Hannam for manning the camera tonight and getting all the great close-up and personal shots there of these players, putting it all on the line. And, of course, we wouldn't be on the air without the wizard himself, Greg Kinn, bringing you everything here tonight, bringing us on the air. What a tremendous job he does for us each and every week, bringing you this great football broadcast. And, of course, I want to be remiss if I didn't bring up the man himself who saw the vision when we used to be on the other side of the fence against each other in radio land. Dom at one time worked for another rival station. I worked for a radio station. And then when we got together, I was always kind of like breaking bread with the enemy. But over the years, couldn't be more thankful to have you on the call with us and be a part of the team and be on the call with you here tonight. It was a pleasure.
Absolutely. It's been a fun one here, and it was a heck of a football game, senior night, and we got the victory. That's what matters here.
It looks like they're ready to have fun out there on the field, guys. It's going to be a party in Tiffin tonight. I'm not sure what's going on.
You know it.
I'm not sure what's going on across town, but if that game's still going on, check it out over on the X Stream, guys. Hopefully we got 2 Tiffin teams with a victory here tonight, but that's going to do it for us, I think.
Absolutely.
I think so. For Donnie Hannam, for Eric Hall, for Greg Kinn the Wizard, and for Dominic Helmstetter, I'm Tommy Hall. We'll catch you down the road. You've been watching Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.